Hello, give me a moment and let me hop in and you'll see my Fugitech model pop up. I got somebody waiting for me in Discord. Scroll right down. Okay, here I am. And today I'm gonna be joined by Shadow Gal. Okay, I don't think I can unmute and undeafen you, but there you
Okay.
go.
Okay, sorry about that. I initially deafened to when I went out to make some ramen.
It's all good, it's all
Okay,
good.
let me go ahead and hop
And
on
again,
here.
it's not one of my streams unless I am just plagued by all kinds of fucking net issues.
Oh Lord,
YouTube's pissed off. You
shit. Akko was going through like the shit with packet loss, and
Yeah, Akko cussed
oh,
me.
yeah.
That's exactly what I'm dealing with right now. You notice how Akko's internet got all great, now my internet shit. So
Akko stole your internet.
yeah,
Damn it, Akko.
Akko voodooed my internet or something like that.
Shit.
But no, usually on Monday nights it's Meta History on Mondays or Medical History on Mondays. And it's usually done
Mhm.
with me, Jim Max, and Rogue. Usually we have some people pop in. You've been on a couple times. Raging Bull's been on a couple
Oh yeah.
times. I think Akko's been
Oh
on
yeah.
once or twice. We've had Gator on.
Nice.
We've had a couple different. Yeah, yeah. Right now, Gator's kind of having a pissing match for Josh on Twitter. So it is what it is.
Oh, you mean the farm's owner?
Yeah, no.
Oh. Well, I mean, in all fairness, like Josh can go full retard sometimes.
Yeah, well, I think it has something to do with Gator's co-host ran showcase some DMs, and they were talking about the whole checking thing that Null was gonna be doing. Um,
Ah.
and Gator's calling it suspected checking fraud, and so is Rand and Devs, and they're laughing about how the farms are gonna get taken down if they do this shit. Which I mean,
Uh.
I really don't know if I could call it fraud. Um,
Hmm.
I can say that I can say that they can lead to a lot of trouble. How just depends on what's done with it, but I really don't think it's anything illegal. So I think
Oh, yeah.
I know a couple people speculated about that, but it's like I really don't know. As long as it's done right, I don't think that's an issue. But again, just like you were, as long as it's done right. But anyways, afterwards, it is what it is. Um, I really don't care about that. Everyone knows that Null and Gator hate each other, so it is what it is.
Oh, yeah. It's just a pissing match.
Pretty much. Why I kind of don't get into pissing matches with the forums. I respect the forums to a degree. I use them
Same.
for a lot of
Like,
information, but
oh yeah.
I'm also not gonna kneel and
Oh,
kiss the
oh yeah.
ring either. Um,
Oh yeah. I mean, I appreciate the fact that they can go full autismo and get information, but at the same time, I don't condone what some of the shit they do. Like, I mean, like, because
here's
they've
all
done some
right.
shit.
Here's the thing,
Yeah.
and I've told this to a bunch of other people too, and this is my
Oh
defense of
yeah.
the forums. And people can call me a
Oh yeah.
forums cockhead all they want. I really don't care.
Oh yeah.
But here's my defense of the forums. It's just like any other website. The same shit
Yeah.
that has happened on the forums has happened on YouTube, has happened on Twitch, has happened on Twitter, has happened on Facebook, has happened on a multitude of other websites besides the
Oh,
forums.
absolutely.
So,
Oh yeah.
if
Like,
anyone is going to advocate to go after the forums for anything that they have done, you have got to advocate to going after every other fucking website. And I'm not doing that because that is a retarded thing to do.
oh yeah. Because and I know it's like it can be in any forum or whatever, and because like if you think like the K-pop stands and some of the stupidity that goes on in the VTubing scene is bad, like the Sims 4 community, don't even get me started on them crazy bitches.
I've heard some.
Did you hear about where they doxed a fucking school teacher because the person was sharing mods that were paid for because they charge money for a fucking dress.
Um,
Like,
Shadow, did
and
you forget about Hogwarts Legacy? Um,
oh yeah, fucking poor sweet kettle peeking me.
yeah.
God, like I'm still waiting for karma to inevitably kick those people in the ass and put them on their put them on their asses and force them to actual work a fucking 9 to 5 like the rest of us do.
Well, I mean, eventually it will.
Like fuck
Um,
fruit and fuck her like retarded ass mom.
alright. Anyways, we've got a couple people in chat so far. We got William.
Oh
Can't
yeah,
Vice.
best Remy.
Yeah. Best Remy. I've seen Best Remy around. I think they've been around on my channel a couple times before in the not on, but chatted. But
Oh yeah.
or maybe it's fuck, I don't know. It's been so long. So many names come and go. Anyways, William says, can't Vice use any other picture that casts Kush in a bad light? I didn't even know that drawing existed. It's going on my wall. And then Best
Yeah,
Remy, The Sims is chock full of autism.
that
I
is
mean,
true. The especially the community around 4 now back in the day things weren't as bad, or at least it didn't seem as bad. Yes, there was still paid mods, and I still think people who charge money, like people that, mind you, some of these people that have Patreon for these mods are making more than fucking neurosurgeons.
yeah,
I'm
it
not
is
kidding.
what it is. I mean, like I said, look at Train Simulator.
Oh god, yeah, and
Not just for
it's like,
mods, but like DLC.
oh
You'll
yeah,
pay like $30,000 to get all the fucking train skins packets and stuff like that. So
this
I
is why I'm
mean,
such a big advocate for piracy.
I mean,
Like,
now you just not play the game.
exactly, like the biggest way to show you don't support what a company does is just not playing their game.
Yeah. Anyways, we're getting a
So,
little bit off track.
oh
Let's go ahead.
sorry, that's my bad.
That's fine. That's why I'm trying to get back on rails. Anyways, uh, everyone's here for the title. The title is listed Vtuberisms. Going over to Anna Valens, and I think it's Valens. I think that's how you say it.
Yeah, balance.
Anna
And a
Twit,
balance, yeah.
cunt twit, um,
Yeah.
whatever. Going over Anna Valens' crazy Vice article on Kush. Now, if anyone hasn't, seen around lately, Anna Valens, as of today, dropped a Vice article on Kush. Now, article dropped at Kush, not that bad, whatever. Until you start going into it and reading it. And we're gonna do a little bit today. We're gonna read the article. We're also gonna go a little bit into Anna, because Anna's got some unusual kinks.
She's got some skeletons in that closet.
A lot of skeletons in that closet.
Oh yeah.
We're probably also gotta talk about Binted and Nara,
Oh yeah, that retard.
because these two retards have also jumped onto this fucking train too. Nara and swapping messages, like, kissing saliva back and forth on Twitter. And Ben's actually cited in this article.
Of course.
And we're gonna cite some of the things, and we're gonna do a little bit on stream research and look at some of these claims, and we're gonna do our best to debunk them. Now, let me be full upfront here. I'm not the biggest fan of Kush. Yeah, I've made AI covers of Kush. I made a lot of Pepper. I think Kush goes a little too hard to paint sometimes. I
Oh
really
yeah.
do.
Like, yeah, I mean, I don't agree with everything she says, obviously. I mean, I have my own opinions on things, but it's like I don't think people should be trying to deplatform her and shit because of an opinion. Excuse me. She
Well,
might have.
a lot of it is they're just jealous because they can't spout
Yeah.
off what they want to say and get monetized because,
Yeah.
well, everyone looks at them like they're retarded afterwards. So I mean, it is what it is. But let me go ahead and get this showcased over to. Yep. Okay, and you need to be able to see this too. So
Oh yeah. Let me go ahead and.
there we go. And I'm sorry if you have a baby in the background. Wife's taking care of the kid. Kid's teething.
Hey.
Isn't I happy?
Oh Lord, poor little spark plug.
Yes, sparkle. Jesus Christ. At least it's better than some nicknames I've heard. I've had some people go, "Hey, you need a nickname on AAA." It's like, you motherfuckers.
or sparkling, one or the other.
Yeah, nah,
But I think
I'm
Sparkplug. I think I think Sparkplug's cooler.
Christ.
I'm sorry. All right, but yeah, you go. Yeah, let's go
Ladies
ahead
and
and kick off the
gentlemen,
article.
the people I surround myself with friends like these, you don't need enemies. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into this vice article. Alright, so what's this say? Why is this GamerSup's VTuber pushing the great replacement theory? Meet Kush. One of her fans is a bona fide Nazi. So, right out the gate, we're starting this off real strong with an ad hom
Mm-hmm.
on something that Kush has no control over. Just like how, there's probably some child groomers that like to follow Nara around because they like this bullshit that
Yeah.
they spout off about not leaving trans kids alone.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
I mean, shit. Go ahead. Yeah.
alright. GamerSupps is pretty much pretty much ubiquitous in VTubing. Owned by popular online content creator Jasatchel. I don't know how to say that. GamerSupps
Jay
advertises
Schlatt.
it. Huh?
I think it's Jay Schlatt.
I'm
I don't
not
know.
even going to attempt to.
I don't blame you.
Just gotta say, Jasatchel. What did that mean from the movie? I can't remember the name of the movie, but it's the substitute teacher, and he got everyone's name in class wrong, and when they corrected him, he went nuts. I can't remember what fucking movie that was.
I don't. I probably don't know what movie it is.
Anyways, GamerSupps advertises itself as the most effective and healthy energy choice for gamers and esports talents alike. Combine caffeine with no tropes, then slap a brand marketing towards geeks and gamers. Oh man, the irony in saying that.
Oh yeah.
Marketed towards geeks and gamers. Oh fuck, I can't remember the guy's name who runs that. Cobra. Something oh fuck, I can't remember his name. Cobra. Cobra something. Brain fart. Brain fog. Think. I can't think of it.
Geeks and gamers. Let me. Is it like a YouTube thing?
YouTube, Twitter, and stuff like that. I know it's
Let
Cobra.
me see.
Um, and you got GamerSupps. It's right. It's a rite of passage for growing VTubers to gain a GamerSupps partnership, let alone snag a merchandise run via companies like Waifu Cup, Liners. Nanos, for example, received her own cup with the company, as did Shy Lily. However, GameStop is in hot water with many VTuber fans due to the behavior of one particular creator working with the company. Mythic Talents Kush, an anime farts girl with a knack for sharing alt-right talking points. Kush has landed herself in controversy after controversy online due to her right-wing beliefs. At this point, I begs to question whether GamerSupps will one day pull the plug on the VTuber for good. You fucking wish.
Yeah, she actually has a
You
fucking online presence, and generates them money. They are not going to pull the plug on someone that makes them money. This dumb
Look,
bitch.
look. I want to put this out here for everyone. Look, I don't buy GameStops. I don't like it.
Oh, same. Yeah. It's like it's chalky and shit, and like, I mean, now if they offered me a sponsorship, I'd be like, whatever, plug this code. But
Well,
I
it's
mean,
not
I
that.
want
It's
to
like,
pay back
look,
first.
look. You're not going to get GameStops to drop Kush, especially when they have a fucking flavor called brand risk.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, I don't know what controversies she talks. She talks a lot. I like.
Oh yeah.
We'll get into it when we talk about Anna a little bit more. But like I said, Anna's got a lot of skeletons in their closet also. So it's like throwing a glass stone at an already shattered house because they've already been picked apart several times. So VTuber believes demographic replacement is happening to white people. It is. That's been proven. That's actually
Oh
the
yeah.
agenda that was in the last administration. It's like, don't
Oh
believe your
yeah.
lying highs. It was happening. I don't know what's so hard to believe about this. It's called DEI. We seen it with Sweet Baby
Mhm.
Ink and shit like that.
Oh yeah.
It's a
Oh,
cancer.
absolutely.
Anyone worth the rain salt actually knows this shit. Now, I'll grab a little bit of credence. I think it's very much blown out of proportion. It's
Oh,
not
absolutely. Absolutely.
as bad as what like Grums and Crush and a lot of other people are pushing it. And they're pushing it to the point where they're trying to force that pendulum the other way and they kind of need to stop on it. But it's happening. So there's no lie there.
Yeah.
Cause just
I do
really,
think they're blowing it. They are blowing it out of proportion to the point people are gonna. It's sort of like a boy who cried wolf. They're gonna keep. They're gonna keep exaggerating it to the point people are gonna be like, yeah, whatever. And then when it actually does get that bad, people are gonna be like, weren't you spouting this shit like 5 years ago or something?
yeah,
That's what's gonna happen.
yeah. And it's like, I get it. They can do whatever talking points they want. I do feel like it's look. I went through and I've seen people call games woke when they're not.
Oh yeah.
Um, I seen the whole thing with Stellar Blade. Now
That whole thing
I
was
know
BS.
that's I know that's a controversial opinion for well not opinion. I know that's a controversial topic for some. But for me it's like look, if they want to censor their own game, they can. And it was the
Yeah,
company
because
that did it.
yeah. And
And
it's like sometimes they don't really have a choice. It's a lot of the time it can be either you censor this or we do not publish your game. Because that's the way it was with some Korean MMOs in the West.
yeah. And,
Publishers were like, look, you need to censor this to abide by Western standards, or we just do not publish your game or translate it in the West.
yeah.
Which
And
sucks,
it,
but
it,
that's how
it
it
does
is.
suck. I mean, it does suck. And I know everyone. I'm I'm big against censorship. I'm not for censorship. Um,
Oh yeah.
that is, unless the creators are the ones censoring it.
Yeah.
So if the creators are the ones censoring it, that's fine. Now, if you have something like for kids animation that wants to take
Yeah.
Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh and butcher it all to hell and make
Yeah.
a teen
Jelly
or
donuts.
yeah, jelly donuts. Um, but if you have something like that they want to slice up a show, not really meant for children. If I remember right, Pokemon is rated for like ages like 12 and up in
Yeah,
Japan.
and One Piece. Yeah, One Piece was like not for like 7-year-olds. It's like 14, 15 or some shit.
Yeah, and same with Yu-Gi-Oh. It wasn't for
Oh yeah.
kids. It was rated
Oh yeah.
for
Yu-Gi-Oh got
older
fucking
kids.
dark.
Yeah, yeah. Banish you to hell. Lose a
Yeah, the
shadow
whole
game.
Shadow Realm thing does not exist.
Yeah, that's you go to hell. You die. You lose a shadow game, you die.
Oh yeah.
William goes, I think I get what's going on. Animus took Game of Subs for G Fuel. That's a good one. But yeah, it's like I'm not. I get it if the company itself censors it, and I might be a little bit upset over it, but I'm not gonna sit there and make a fucking campaign over it. If the creator wants to do
Oh
that,
no.
that's fine. If people don't like it, don't buy the game. Get a refund or something like that. That's
Oh yeah.
or do what everyone else does. Get a mod for it. It's like
Like literally like
mod the game.
mods that remove clothes on characters have existed since like modding was even
Skyrim,
available. Yep.
Fallout.
Yeah,
Oh
like
god.
I mean, heck, I
But
mean, the way some the way some Korean MMOs got around the whole censorship thing was when they were I I forget, I think it was Area Games had a couple of them. It was a publisher for the West and they were like, "Okay, if you pay like 10, $15, you can have your character run around without any clothes on because that was okay in Korea, but over here not so much." But the
yeah,
thing is, it's like it was only viewable to them, so they didn't have to worry about, you know,
anyone else?
kids seeing it. But even then, why are you letting your 7 or 8 year old play an MMO where there's going to be adults and there's boob physics everywhere?
Yeah. But anyways, kind of
Because Korea
condensed the
loves that.
yeah, kind of condensed the point down to as I've seen people go hard at game companies and stuff like that. It's like, oh, they're bending the knee, or oh, this game's broke because I know these things, and I've seen it with shows. I've seen somebody go at the fact of I'm gonna show my age. Well, I'm fucking 40 and shit like that, but I remember
I'm almost
the
30.
BK the BK Kids Club. Um, and someone go around saying the BK Kids Club was woke. It's like woke wasn't a thing back then. It's like you
Yeah,
had
it's
a
like
group. You had a marketing exploit that had different race people, which is completely fine. Disabled people, and it's like it a matter of inclusion. Yeah, I mean it's like they're sponsoring for kids. The thing was, it
yeah,
wasn't shoved down people's throats for inclusion and stuff like that. It was just made, and
yeah,
seeing people go, "Oh, that's rogue" and shit like that. That's where you know it's gone too extreme. And like I said, I think people need to tone it down. There is such a thing as too much sauce in the soup. Um, they're putting too much sauce in it. I think it was just right a little bit a while ago.
yeah,
Back off just a little bit.
yeah.
But
I've seen people call Left 4 Dead 2 woke because hang on, checks notes. Or not what Left 4 Dead 2. Uh yeah, the Left 4 Dead 2 for checks notes. Having a black female character. Even though this was before the whole woke propaganda nonsense started. It just
look,
happens to be a female playable character that happened to be black and female. It's
it
like
doesn't
those
matter.
exist in real life. Yeah.
If they put a character like that in a video game and they just put it in there as a playable character
Yeah.
and good build and stuff like that,
Yeah.
I really don't care. You really kind of shut me off when you start pushing it for that.
Oh yeah, like
When
if
you-
they
when you-
like
when
try
you
to
when you start doing the fucking talking points and shit like that, that's when you lose me.
oh yeah. Yeah, it's just like cuz the thing is shit, Left 4 Dead 2's character Rochelle, she's not saying she's better than the other characters around her. She's actually the compassionate one who's like an older sister.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah.
Let's let's continue on this. Kush is relatively popular VTuber, supporting over 56,000 followers on Twitter, at least 44,400 on Twitch. She originally announced her partnership with GameStop in September 2023, followed by a merchandise reveal this past March. From Search to Cups, Kush fans will soon be able to flag their love for the right Ring Forts Girl, RL, all thanks to GameSups. My guess volume is really low. Okay. Alright. Say something.
Oh, me?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, my bad.
No, that's
Also, hello, Panina-chan.
well, I'm always loud. It's my stream. I have a booming voice. Anyways, all things to GameSups. Yeah, I don't think that's right. Kush has been popular for a long time.
Oh yeah. Like,
Um,
wasn't she already into politics before she even became a VTuber or something? Or was she a streamer beforehand? If
she was
I've
in the
had...
Gamergate era.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Good lord, Gamergate. What a mess.
yeah, she was around
Shit.
way back when. So was Pin. So was myself. So was a couple other people.
Oh yeah,
Grant,
I was watching the shit show ensue. Like I was like there with Jim. Like I was just seeing where the ride took us.
yeah. Pin says better. Good. All right. While some VTubers may wink or nod to conservative beliefs, Kush has never hidden her political leanings. In fact, she's gained a reputation for speaking on behalf on the right-wing side of VTubing fan bases. In February, she said, trans women advocating for trans rights are audio gynophiles. And I hate to say this, Kush is right. I remember Noah VT, trans grooming VTuber from Germany. Advocates for leaving trans kids alone and let trans kids be trans kids. Come to find out, yeah, I'm not gonna say she, it's he. Yeah, you can say I'm transphobic. I really don't care. Scream to the heavens. I'm just gonna laugh at you, people. But yeah, come to find out, Noah knew nothing or where to find information about this stuff. Me and Gato actually looked. There was information about this stuff around all over the place. And what Noah said is at the age of 12 had to rely on basically fetish forums for she-males and stuff like that to learn about trans. So there's a lie. And actually, this brings up a really good point to turn around on. Because I have stuff in the showcase.
Oh.
Now, the video, I'm not going to showcase the video. You should be able to hear it. I know, YouTube should be able to hear it. I don't know if you're here or not. But, here's Anna. Back in 2019, advocating for tough cis girl breeding bond fantasies. You heard me right on that one. So the same person is writing. She said trans women advocating for trans rights are audio gynophiles with graphic murder fantasies. Let's take a listen to what Anna's advocated for before in the past.
In the future, there are...
Can you hear that?
Oh yeah, I can hear you.
Well, I mean, did you hear the video?
Oh yeah, I can hear it.
Okay, so here's what Anna said.
In the future, there are a number of institutions that emerged originally as mutual aid projects and publicly funded tech ventures, but over time they gradually became these community-run institutions where if you are a trans feminine, you can go ahead and sign up for a reservation slot to an all-day access of many breeding facilities where you get to breed the shit out of that cis girl pussy. You can absolutely devastate that shit, fucking destroy it, murder it. It's done. Like, they have to cycle the girls out because that pussy is absolutely out of commission. And so this originally started as just your classic breeding facility, but it was expanded over time through a Kickstarter, actually, and again, a mutual aid project. So there's a lot of cis girls in tech that really supported the venture. God bless them. They're real co-conspirators for the movement. And, now we have breeding saunas. We have breeding bookstores, breeding movie theaters. Those are really nice. You have breeding adult schools. Fun, impossible to do voice chat on, but extremely engaging. It's kind of a mixture of your classic esports fair, but also whichever team nuts first loses. So there's double the fun and double the trial and error. This is something we're building. This is the future. This is what TERFs don't want. They understand that we're trying to build these breeding facilities. And it's really important for you to fund your local trans girl top who is absolutely destroying that good pussy right now. Like, you need to give her the funds because she is the future. It starts with just the breeding facility where everyone blockchains a contract and gets inside. And it starts with the Mastodon server and the private
Jesus
Instagram
Christ.
group chat where all the cis. It starts with the Mastodon server and the Instagram group chat where all the cis girls share their nudes so trans girls can get ready to go breed them when quarantine ends. But the future that I want is I just want to live in a world where you can walk down the street and you don't even have to worry about whether you're going to be able to breed that good fucking macaroni in a pot puss. That's not a tall ask. And I think that's the future for all of us, is just destroying that pussy wherever you go, whenever you go. I have more to say on this that I'm going to be saving for my private Patreon account. But absolutely, fund it. Visit your local trans girl, cis girl breeding facility. And also, if you ever get the chance to go to a cis girl, trans girl breeding facility where the trans girls get bred, wild time, definitely recommend it. Unfortunately, they're a little gentrified right now. There's a lot of real estate developers that are trying to cash in on that shit. But it's the future.
It's the future, folks.
I'm gonna need a drink after that.
Now, let's reread this one part that Anna here wrote in the article going at Kush. She said, trans women advocating for trans rights are audiogynophile cis males with graphic murder fantasies. Where is the fucking lie? Please tell me, Anna, where's the fucking lie?
Oh Lord. Yeah. Oh, God. I wouldn't let this person within 10 feet of, a woman. Like, I wouldn't let them within 10 feet of a woman.
Yeah. Rape fantasies. What's that?
Like,
destroy that. Yeah,
oh
you know what?
yeah.
I'm not gonna say it
She
because
she
somebody will
tried
put
to,
me
yeah,
out of context.
oh yeah. Oh yeah. She Jesus
He,
Christ. Like,
he. It's a
yeah,
he.
okay, yeah. Wait,
Like I said, I respect trans people until they do shit like
oh yeah,
this, and then they lose all respect, and it's like, fuck you. No,
oh
I
yeah,
don't.
I get
No,
it. I just don't take chances because it's like
no,
these
you
people
go right
are
ahead.
they're fucking insane and they'll go straight for my throat.
Oh, I live in Oklahoma. I gotta stand my ground. Please, try me.
Oh, same. It's just like I fucking dare.
Anyways, she praised Memphis talent owner Osmond for arguing every trans kid is actually a victim of parents with a mental illness. And that is true. And that is actually my argument against Nara too, that absolutely hates the fucking argument. Because it's either bad parenting, parents not paying attention, and they let other people brainwash their kids. Because there's no... This is not natural behavior. This is learned behavior. This is taught behavior. This
Mm.
is groomed behavior in the story.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. And I'll say this, it's like I really wish we we need to be approaching a time where parents are more involved in with their kids and like whether they be, young or teenagers or whatever, be more involved in what they see on the internet and stuff like that. Like
Yeah,
and I mean, I'm all for I'll say this as someone who like needed their space as a teen and all of that. I do think to some degree teens need their space, but I still think parents should definitely be looking at what websites they're going to and all that shit.
yeah. As long
But
as long as the kid is underneath the parent's house,
yeah.
they are the parent's responsibility.
Oh,
Anything that kid
absolutely.
does is the parent's responsibility.
Absolutely.
And until they become of age and they get out and they can, suffice on their own. Yeah, no, it's the parents' job to raise them right, and I don't care what these fucking activists say. You gotta leave children alone.
I see where the best Remy says kids should stay off the internet, period. The thing
Yes.
though is that there used to be spaces for kids that were fairly safe, that were moderated. They weren't perfect, but they were moderated. But
Yeah,
now it's
I
like because
don't.
we had, yeah, but we don't have that anymore.
Yeah, I'm all for removing kids off the internet.
Oh yeah,
You should
yeah.
not have access to any of these sites. Nuke,
Oh, absolutely. No
nuke.
Twitter, no
Yeah,
Tumblr.
Tumblr. Oh fuck. Yeah, no, 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 no,
Yeah.
no, no,
Oh,
no, no.
Tumblr
Tumblr,
was a breeding ground
Tumblr just
for
needed.
breeding. I mean,
Tumblr
for
should have been nuked for.
grooming.
Tumblr should have been nuked for more, but long ago. Fun fact. That's
Oh
actually
yeah.
where I got the nickname for the streams. Vtuberisms from Tumblrisms.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Medica.
Tumblrism from yeah, Jim.
Yeah, thank you, Jim.
Yeah.
I just took Tumblrisms and put VTuberisms on it.
I mean, it works.
Because unfortunately, VTubing scene right now is becoming more Tumblrites than anything else, and it's all
Yeah.
from VTweeters and people who feel like, and this is one of my biggest arguments why I don't like anonymity online.
Hmm.
I really don't, because it really harbors bad fucking bullshit. I get it. I get people want to be anonymous, but it comes to a point where it's like, yeah, sometimes you just gotta scrape that fucking band-aid off and expose it to sunlight.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah. Tumblr. Yeah. Tumblr was the containment. It's sort of like, but unfortunately,
yeah, some
yeah.
little dickhead named Peck went into the containment area and shut the power off to it. Or the Tumblrites broke containment, went everywhere else.
Well, I've seen where they've kind of congregated back since there has been some leniency on some of the rules, well, the not safe for work rules.
Yeah.
So they've gone there and into Blue Sky. But well, let's just say the containment for another website is
4chan.
like, yeah, it's just like the oh geez, how do I explain it? The septic tank just blew up.
Yeah, pretty much. Tumblr's still there, 4chan is not. Who won the war, Sparky? They're both shit sites.
Oh,
I don't care.
Oh, I
Anyways,
remember the Great War
yeah.
between Tumblr
Well,
and
well,
4chan.
we're not gonna go down that. So let's
Oh
go ahead and
yeah.
finish this because we got a ways to go still. All right,
Oh yeah.
Gamergate subreddit Cthulhu Action has shared Kush's words to acclaim calling her based Fox. Another post on our YouTube drama declares Kush the main culprit for alt-right pandering in VTubing. Here's the thing. Kush was around VTubing before VTubing was even a big thing in the West. You can go back to her channel, look back, and see it. She was around, 2018, 2019, still streaming. Kind of had, they went from PNG to 3D based model, and they were around before any of the big companies came around. So, she started it. So, whether or not you can say main corporate, I really don't know. And really anyone who wants to, bring politics in it, it's whatever. I don't care. My thing is you allow it on both sides, you don't allow it at all.
Yeah, because I don't agree with censorship, even if it's something I completely disagree with. Because the thing is, when people do say volatile things to the point where it's like, okay, like everyone is disagreeing with them, they will implode on themselves.
Yeah.
Like, let them self-destruct on their own.
I'm waiting for Bent to melt down.
Oh yeah.
I'm waiting for that day so I can just fucking point and laugh at him. And I'll just
Same.
continuously post medical laughing clips
Yeah.
at him.
Yeah, I'd have a fucking pizza and beer party on that one.
Alright. In casual conversations on GameStop's merchandise drop, VTuber fans were quick to describe Kush as right-wing. One Redditor even went to great lengths to stress they were not attempting to take sides on Kush's content, but simply objectively describe her to those who have not seen her work. And it's like, again, who cares? Nobody cares. She has her opinions. She spouts them out. Is what it is. What I don't like is content that tries to get people to alter their behaviors. Kind of like shit that Anna does, Nora does, Bent does, Sylvie Spork, several of these other fucking retards do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. If you're reporting on what's happening in media, that's one thing. If you're going, these people are evil and they need to be removed, and points to the vast majority of people like in America and stuff like that, yeah, you might be the issue. She's alt-right, anti-woke, and apparently transphobic to a degree. Few comments mention her calling trans women being mentally ill men. Well,
I'm okay. I hate to say it, but it's like,
call a
and I
spade
am
a
very
spade.
much, yeah, and I'm very much a person that is, like I am very much a trans advocate. But the thing is, it is still considered a mental health condition.
Yeah.
And for some people, the transition is the cure for them.
Yes, genocide themselves.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
not genocide. Was
sterilized.
Form of that. Words. I need words.
Removing themselves from the
fucking
gene pool.
Yeah, pretty much they filter themselves from the gene pool. I'm all for it. Go ahead. However, you do it after you're the age of 18, not beforehand.
Yeah, yeah.
If you want to if you want to remove yourself from the gene pool and not be able to reproduce and be fucked up for the rest of your life, because that's what you're doing, fucking yourself up for the rest of your life, where you gotta be dependent on all sorts of hormones, steroids, drugs, be very susceptible to infections, fucks your immune system up, going to have scars and wounds that will constantly not heal for the rest of your life, have overall depression because of it, because eventually you feel good now. 10 years down the road doing this, you're not going to feel good afterwards. Couples has even said that they don't like it. They still do it, but they've even said that they don't like it. So,
Which is really weird
yeah,
because
if
the
you
thing is, she can pass. I don't like her, but she can pass for, like at least from a glance.
yeah, I can
She looks
still
like a
see.
frumpy woman, but
Yeah, I can still see Lucas's Adam's apple. Sorry.
oh yeah. I mean, if she's wearing a scarf.
One Reddit said none of this is my own info, just restating what other people said. Can't confirm nor deny this stuff. So, what kind of bullshit are you putting in this? You putting every kind of fucking buzzword you
Off
can in this
point.
article, Anna? Because that's what it sounds like.
She's trying to
No,
rile the reader up
yeah,
and like get them to harass and like attack Kirsch.
yeah. This is the only thing here in this article that's so far stating a fact is, Kush said trans women advocating for trans rights are audio gynephiles, graphic murder fantasies, and as we can tell, Anna has those. So that's one of the only things that's correct in this
Yeah.
article.
Yeah, Anna literally just told on herself, so
Yeah. Screenshot from GamerSups, which kind of some risque photos. Alt-right seems like an accurate description of Kirsch and her politics. In one clip, Kirsch gives weight on the Great Replacement theory, a racist conspiracy theory suggesting people of color and ethnicity cleansing white people through demographic changes and cultural diversities. Well, when you have colleges saying that they're only gonna submit applications for certain colored people, that's what this is. Whenever you have
yeah.
companies saying we're not gonna hire white people, we're gonna only hire people of color and this, and this, that's what that is.
Yeah. I'll
So,
admit, I'm a bit of a scumbag when I put in job applications. I never say I'm white
oh, I'm Native American,
because
so
yeah. I mean, I'm a hodgepodge, but I just say I'm not white just so they can't just be like, well, this one's white, so we're gonna throw that one out.
yeah, I'm Native American, so.
Oh
But
yeah,
yeah,
you get the best.
when you have companies doing that, when you have companies coming out with diversity reports on
Mhm.
what you know what is the blend of male to female and what races are in the company. That's what that is. We can't hire
Yeah,
any more this race people. We must switch over to this race people. No. How about you hire the fucking people that are good for the job, what
yeah,
fucking color they are?
yeah. Their qualifications,
Yeah.
like it's just like,
As
and it's
soon
like,
as you
okay, fine.
bring as soon as you bring race into this, you've lost.
Yeah,
Because
they're racist.
you just diluted what you wanted. What you could have fucking potentially got it.
Yeah,
I really don't care if an Asian, a black person, a Mexican, um, Indonesian. I don't care what race you are. If they're more qualified for the job than a white individual, then you hire them
yeah,
because they're qualified for the job. You don't hire them because they're one of those races. That is the most absurd, stupid fucking thing I've ever heard in my life of people doing. And you know what the funny thing is? Jim called this shit out, especially on Destiny stream back in 2016. And one of Jim's predictions, oh, you gotta have it where Boeing's hiring these people in. Aircrafts are not gonna get fixed correctly, and guess what? Planes are gonna fall out of the sky. Boom. Today.
uh-huh. Yep.
It's exactly what's happening. Rhyme says I know who I would involve if it involves math.
Yep.
Alright. And the clip Kush argues that that a mosque should not be built in northern England, declaring a hostile takeover is happening in the U.S. via illegal immigration and through the U.K. via migrant crisis, nonsense, and refugees. That's not nonsense. You got migrants
considering,
invading into Britain, UK, and shit like that. You got people being fucking raped on the streets.
Yeah,
Turn
like
on the
it's
news.
so bad. Yeah, it's so bad that like you have, teenage girls that won't report what's happened to them because they're afraid they're gonna be branded a fucking racist.
No, because
It's
they'll
that
be thrown.
bad.
No, because they'll be thrown in jail.
Yeah, that too. It's just like, what the fuck? It's just
And
like,
this is shit that's happening. Unfortunately, Anna, you can't go. Don't believe your lying eyes on this one because the news does exist.
oh yeah, it's just like there's statistics that prove it, and like numbers do not lie.
Yeah. Yeah, I really do. Mosque. I mean, look, if you want to bring religion in, that the core values, and I don't care what people say. Oh well, it's not the original. It's based off the original. Kill all the infidels. Look at what infidel is.
Yeah.
So, yeah, probably not a good idea to do that. So again, not wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. This probably sounds awful. Building a mosque in the UK is like building a strip club across from a elementary school. It's that bad.
Now building a mosque. No. Building a. I got a better one. Building a mosque in the UK is like building the Chinese it's like building the Chinese Imperial Palace in Tibet.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I went there.
Oh yeah. Oh Jesus. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
China's asshole.
I know. Yeah.
Anyways, our politicians are asserting these people with both demographic replacement as well as just making citizens' lives worse in general. They are. They're changing the entire culture of this country. They are. Kush says essentially implying both the UK and US are intended for white Europeans and Americans retrospectively. It's still going to change these countries and rapidly they've already done it. That's the bad thing.
Yeah, it's like
now we get to I still can't believe this fucking retard cited Bent as a fucking source.
Of course they cited Bent. Like, shit, I mean, they're probably exchanging, nudes at this point.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing. Kush is now explicitly stating her belief in the white supremacist Great Replacement theory. Not white supremacist.
It's just fact.
You have people of all demographics saying this. Not just white people, Bent. Fucking retard. Here, she's openly stating her beliefs that a politician is the U.S. and U.K.'s while assisting in hostile demographic takeovers while ranting about constructions of mosques in England. When the police don't do anything whenever a person's being raped, and they do is they go at the person who got raped, and they focus more on mean words someone said on Twitter, they are assisting. That was not a one-off comment. In April, she retweeted a White House ICE tip line to aid the deportation of undocumented Americans. Go do that. I support that. Best fucking thing that's happened in our country in a long fucking time.
Oh yeah.
In February, yeah. And you don't. And here's the thing: you don't believe it. Well, New York believes it, especially after they got overrun whenever They said, "Oh, bring in the illegal immigrants. Bring in the illegal immigrants. We want the illegal immigrants." And Texas said, "We can't take care of them. Here, you take care of them." Oh, we're going bankrupt now.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, even was it Chicago? Like, wasn't there like some neighborhoods in Chicago that were like, "Get these motherfuckers out of here"?
Yeah,
like, the people that've been there, they're like,
yeah. Look, whenever you want to take care of immigrants more than your own fucking population, especially like in San Francisco, when they have a big homeless fucking issue, and they do more to fucking home and camp the fucking migrants more than the fucking homeless. I mean, it kind of puts that into perspective.
Yeah. It's just bad at this point. It's like that our own, well, for the longest time, our own government was putting people who came here illegally, they didn't have to come here. I mean, and it's not like, it's just like, oh, you wouldn't be on the lam if you didn't come here illegally. Like, yeah.
We have a process. Go through it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, was it my grandparents went through it?
And I hate to say it, but a lot of law too, like potentially criminal, cut from uncivil law, legal mindset. I know. Yes, Ben, your best friend, legal mindset. Fucking Ninja says retard faggot. Anyways, they all support this too. Most people support this. The only ones that don't support it are ones that, one, it does not affect or impact whatsoever. Two, they're already getting money from the fucking government, so what they're supporting is what the handouts they're already getting. Three, are not a fucking productive member to the society. Or four, not even a part of this fucking country. Like Ben here says he's from Japan. I really doubt that. But says he's from Japan. Why in the fuck should I care what your fucking opinion is?
Yeah. Yeah, same thing. It's like, what shit. Like, I kind of take whatever Bent says, like, with the same like serious demeanor as I would say someone like Ian Miles Chungus. Like, because they're kind of two sides of the same coin.
I'm trying really hard to get Medica's attention onto Nah and to Ben. I've been trying really hard to do it, and Ricky's
I don't blame you.
Ricky's now involved. Ricky's seen this and can't believe his fucking eyes, and it's like, I know Ricky's got ties to fucking Jump, and a couple other people
Ricky,
I know.
Which Ricky?
Nova Atlas.
Oh, okay. I have no idea who that is.
He was claimed to be Medica for a long time. Medica took note of him, retweets, and tweets at him every now and then.
All right.
Anyways, this one, she says she was happy with the mass deportations under Trump, but warned the federal government was offering undocumented Americans a massive amount of free shit given on that taxpayer dime. She called Lawrence, Massachusetts, a no-go zone for fully illegal activity, and implied the city could only be recovered if all its undocumented citizens were removed, which is actually fucking true.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why this person, Anna, I don't know why you're going, don't believe your iron eyes. It's not true. I don't know why you're doing that, Anna. We all know this, okay? The deportations are happening because we have illegal citizens in the United States. Doesn't matter how many, whichever way you want to fucking spin that. There are legal citizens in this United States.
Yeah. I mean,
actually, no, they're not. Take that back.
They're not citizens. They're
legal fucking people.
Yeah. Because I've seen here where we've had ICE raids, like, they've hit the same hotel twice, like, in the past couple months.
Yeah. And let's see.
And one night, they had they had guns drawn and shit. Like it was pretty bad.
Well, see, here's the thing. I'm not seeing ICE 1 here, where I'm at, or in any of the bigger cities around me. You know why?
Mhm.
Because no illegal is fucking stupid enough to come here. Because they know they get marched out by the fucking people.
Yeah, because
That's
the
why
thing
I
is,
like.
where I live, it's like it is fairly conservative. But the thing is, the state I live in is only blue because of like one big city, and unfortunately, we're close to we're not too far off from a lot of the commuters and stuff where you get a bunch of the blue individuals coming in here and sort of gentrifying where I live.
Yeah.
And
But,
of course, they bring that culture.
oh yeah, they do. I live in Oklahoma. One of the 2 states that went full red.
Yeah, the Californians are moving here and I'm fucking losing my mind.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're like fleas. People leaving blue states to red states are like fleas, and that's all they are to me.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because
If you
state
want
is only blue for that
if
one
you
spot.
if you are moving from a state to blue state to red state, I'm taking it as you don't like the politics or it's not good there. You're moving for a reason, job,
Mhm.
something like that. Don't bring your politics from that state to another state. Don't. Especially don't fucking do it in Oklahoma. That's a good way to get your ass beat. There's a
Yeah.
reason why that there's a song, try that in a small town. That is a thing. I can state that one. But this massive amounts of free shit given on taxpayer dime. Oh yeah, no. Root and board in New York City in luxury hotels for illegal citizens, getting what was it, $300 to $700 debit cards for a month each month. Travel and stuff like that. Hell, what was it, Lake and Riley? That got killed
Yeah,
in
Raleigh.
Georgia. Got
Yeah.
not Lincoln Riley. Was it Lincoln Riley? Yes, Lincoln Riley. Killed by immigrant from New York to Georgia.
Mhm.
Got transported for
Yep.
free.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thankfully, there are authorities in like states like Florida that are trying to, get them deported and have been very outspoken.
Yeah. So again, I
Uh,
don't know what this person's trying to do. All thing you gotta do is maybe go to your retarded readers and go, "Oh my god, this person's bad," but we all think you're retarded anyways. So
yeah.
it doesn't matter. Any person with common sense reads this and goes, "The fuck is this
Yeah.
bitch talking
Anyone
about?"
with a functioning frontal lobe would be like, yeah, this person's is fucking delusional.
Yep. This was not one. I read that. If ice sweeps here, it will become a ghost town and maybe can be rebuilt. She tweeted.
Yeah, because
Did
where
Anna dox Kush?
wait, holy shit, what?
So she said she even called Lawrence, Massachusetts, a no-go zone for illegal activity and implied the city could only be recovered if all of its undocumented citizens were removed. Quote,
Oh yeah.
if ICE swept here, it will become a ghost town and maybe can be rebuilt.
Yeah. Now, I see two ways of looking at this. One, Kirsch had already mentioned where, she is, and in which case that's still a terrible fucking idea. But if she, now she was in, one of the states that we're in, where you just stand your ground and castle doctrine, it wouldn't be so bad. But the issue is if Anna here had gotten this information, which is illegally, then yeah, Kirsch could possibly have grounds for a lawsuit or something here.
Now, I don't know. I'm just going off the facts. I'm just going off the wording because,
Oh
she's
yeah, it makes it seem
he's
like it.
he's quoting again he's quoting Kirsch, massive amounts of free shit being given on taxpayers' dime. Even Carl Lawrence, Massachusetts, no-go zone, quotes, if ice slips here, which I would assume her saying here where she lives at, which I don't know if she's stated where she lived at, but that to me almost looks like a dox, attempted dox.
Yeah, it definitely
dox.
reads as a dox. Yeah.
So, woo!
Oh yeah, that's a doozy.
Ah, you cunt. Who wore it better, body cam edition? But it was Kirsch's tweet in mid-April that drew her Game of Subs partnership back into the public spotlight. On February 14th, Kirsch responded to online rumor about Kamala Anthony, a black teen charged with killing a white 17-year-old named Austin Metcalf. A post incorrectly claimed that Anthony's family had purchased a house with online donations, a rumor which spread through right-wing social media circles before later being debunked by Snopes, fed into the claim. Okay.
But here's the thing:
whatever.
is Snopes is reliable. And way back in the day, it was kinda, but now no, and the whole funds regarding where they went, it's just it's all considering the people that are defending Carmelo Anthony. Yeah, because what is it? Didn't the one guy try and kill a child, like a infant? The one dude that's a pastor or whatever defending him. Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll need to pull it up. But all I can say is we just need to sort of look at people just need to look at where there's a paper trail at this point.
I don't know. There's records of them just buying a house now, so.
Of course.
So
yeah,
I'm not gonna go into if it's true or not, but
oh yeah,
the thing is when your name's out there and stuff like that, it's easy enough to look at the purchase records.
The fact that a killer, and I'm not going to gloss over that. It's he killed another kid. I mean, it's I'm calling it what it is. You kill someone, you're a killer. And the fact that we're rewarding someone, mind you, he's out on bail, despite, stabbing some poor freaking kid. And some people are saying, oh, well, this kid was a bully or whatever. Okay, that doesn't mean they deserve to get killed.
Well, it's not even that. Here's the thing. The witness statements and reports, and like I said, I've already watched and went through all of them. Pretty much got him nailed dead to rights.
Yeah.
The only way that he could have got away with it is in public self-defense, and that was already debunked. And Kurt was floating that one around, and no, Kamalo, he's gonna go to jail.
Oh yeah, if there isn't, I know. Let's just say I know there's going to be oh dear. You think the whole shit show with, Kyle Rittenhouse?
Well, they're saying Kamalo.
Yeah,
they're saying Kamalo is the next Kyle Rittenhouse. It's no, he's not.
No. I'm saying though is that if he does get away with it, like there is going to be such a violent, turn of things that him and his family are not going to be able to live peacefully in the United States.
Yeah, never. Anyways, getting a payday to buy a house by killing a white man just makes sense. Kush treated. Um, hang on. She's responding to someone, kill a white guy, get money, what the flying fuck. Getting a payday to buy a house by killing a white man just makes sense. Reparations after all. You really taking that as a serious statement?
Oh my goodness.
You want to see a statement?
Oh boy. Hell yeah.
You really want to see a statement?
Let's go.
Let me find it. Why is Twitter being like this? Stop being like this, Twitter. Stop being retarded.
Twitter needs a good beating, that's all.
Where is it? Ah, here it is. Here's a statement. Vent. Your German don't even know what the Iron Cross is a Nazi symbol, which he's drawn. Iron Cross symbols used
I know.
before
Oh,
the
no.
Nazis. So, the Nazi symbol was a adopted symbol that the Nazis used.
Yeah, the Nazis appropriated a lot of symbols.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the Iron Cross was one of them.
Yeah, here's one. Hey, Ben, I'm building a 1/200 scale model of the Bismarck. Since you're so knowledgeable on Nazi symbols, can you help me find decals for it?
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, dude, you just fucking killed Ben.
It's like, also note that's bait. Because I already know what they're going to say. Oh my god, you see? He's looking for Nazi symbolisms. He's a Nazi. No. It's building a model of the Bismarck. Actually, I don't have a model of the Bismarck. It was a total shit post. But the thing is, it's like, it's not illegal to build replicas of old World War II craft. Airplanes, tanks, ships, whatever. So, yeah. I'm into making them historically accurate. So if I did ever build a battleship of the Bismarck, it would be loaded, symbols and all. Because that's history. I'm actually surprised like James Cameron. You ever seen the documentary from James Cameron about exploring the Bismarck? I'm surprised they didn't call James Cameron a Nazi because he showcased a swastika on the Bismarck because it's still visible even 4 miles down in the water.
Oh, what? No, I can't. I haven't, unfortunately. And the thing is, I love historical stuff. I am an absolute slut for historical stuff. So I'll have to look into that.
Victus is in chat. No! The Iron Cross is a German symbol that dates back as far as 1019 from the Teutonic Knights. I know. Yep. What I'm saying is, it was adopted by the Nazis.
Oh yeah.
That was the point of that.
Yeah. They appropriated the swastika, which was what was it? The one that they appropriated was more was it Hinduism or something or Buddhism? I can't remember which one it was because there's a couple different variants, but I forget which one they specifically appropriated and reinterpreted into their nonsense. And unfortunately, the Iron Cross was no different.
Victus. Are you the same Victus that clips for Kush? Ah, holy shit, it is.
Holy shit. Nice.
If you feel like clipping this stream out, go ahead. I don't care.
Oh yeah.
The next day, Kush responded to a post claiming body camera killed the BLM movement. In a quote retweet, she said, "Body camera steals from police articulations with Dennis Shaw Leaf and Sidney Wilson. 2 black Americans were shot and killed by American police officers, with one image of a police officer pointing a stun gun at Leaf while he lunges forward, and another Wilson holds a knife while the responding officer points a gun at her. It's still taking seconds before." Okay, hang on a minute.
Oh boy.
It wasn't adopted by Nazis. It was just part of German iconograph and already part of it. Okay, I get where you're going with that one. So,
Yeah.
Does that mean we could call Nala a Nazi? I'm off with that one.
Oh yeah. I mean, she already has the ideology down.
Yeah, I love how they do these articles and they don't. So we're gonna showcase this.
Tragic
Wait,
case
is
in
this
America. A confrontation spirals out of
this
control, and a life is lost. Sidney Wilson. Her name is now etched in the latest chapter of viral tragedy. Kansas City police responded to a domestic disturbance call routine. You'd think. But nothing was routine when Wilson, armed with a knife, lunged at an officer. The body cam footage, now everywhere on internet, shows the harrowing moments before shots rang out. The threat was real. The officer had no choice. But here's the gut-wrenching reality. Wilson is dead. We're left asking,
So,
could this have ended another tragic case in America?
at that moment right there, Deli Force supplies.
Yeah. Okay. It's like because the thing is like, okay, I will say, okay, I'm probably shilling a little bit for Donut Operator here, but the thing is like, because he broke down this footage, if I remember correctly, and the thing is, there is a
Self-defense
rule.
did too.
Yeah. And the thing is, with police, in most cases, there is a rule, like, where you are not supposed to, like, if someone is, like, coming at, like, you're supposed to have I think it's a 35-foot rule. You want to have that space between you and a person that could be potentially armed, because the time it takes for you to pull out your pistol and unlock it, all that stuff like that, adrenaline is a bitch, and they can sprint at you faster most of the time if you're in closer quarters than you can, get your gun ready.
Yeah. Everything, and I know what you're talking about, Donut Operator. I've seen his footage of this too. But the officer did everything possible besides discharge a weapon until he got backed into a corner.
Yeah, and the thing is, she actually stabbed him.
Yeah. So...
And the way I see things is, the second someone comes at me with a weapon, I'm mag dumping them. I don't care.
I would have done it too. And I don't care what skin color you are.
Yeah, but, it's just like, it's either I die or they die. And I prefer living.
That is a total misrepresentation of what Anna's doing right here. Complete misrepresentation. Because disturbance call, neighbor called, there's a disturbance next door. Police come up, knock on the door, and immediately the door opens up and knife swing. Right then and there, the officer... Yeah, right then and there, the officer had every right to drop him. Didn't drop him. Continued backing up. Continue trying to get them to stop. Continue backing up. Continue trying to get them to stop. When they got cornered, unloaded, dropped them. So, if people are sad that Sidney Wilson died, well, Sidney Wilson should have been a retard.
Yeah, I mean, she went for the officer. Now, don't get me wrong, I wish, people don't have to die, because it's like, I hate where things end in a case where someone is losing a family member. But the thing is, at that point, it's either the officer chooses the safety of their own and potentially anyone that could have been kind of, went in that hallway, because who knows? She could have went after someone else after, if she got the officer, off guard. And
as far as the officer could have
Yeah.
known, that was the disturbance. The person
Yeah.
just didn't state knife. Who knows? The person
Yeah.
could have. When the officer responds, there's a disturbance. Person comes out of the
Yeah.
apartment swinging a knife. Well, the disturbance was the next door neighbor's probably being threatened by a knife.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can't look at hindsight at this. You gotta look at the moment. So you can only look at it
Oh,
at
absolutely.
the knowledge that the officer knows. And that's why a lot of these fuck-headed retards that try to write these articles, spin bullshit around, lie constantly, don't understand.
Exactly.
So
I'm not sure who is the other individual that was mentioned. Was that the one person that they tried to say was a pillar of the African American community or something like that, and then charged an officer, or they were like they went feral. It was like shit. I'm trying to remember, because there was a recent body cam footage released of that, or at least it's been making its rounds on the
well,
health
I
site
just like the fact that they state this, but they don't include. It's like, what's this to? Oh, it's to an article. What's this to? Oh, it's to an article. Or at least it has the video on it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Anyways, dash body cam footage reveals.
Yeah,
what
this
two
was
people were up
the
against last
recent
week.
one, I think it was. Yeah. Yeah, it was this guy. Because the thing is, the officer is trying to de-escalate the situation, and this dude
Alright.
just wants to be confrontational the
Right
entire
there.
fucking time.
Right there, as soon as the dude put hands on him, you're done.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just
And you can call me a bootlicker or
like-
whatever. I was an EMT firefighter for 10 plus years.
no,
Okay?
just
You do not joke with this shit.
absolutely not. Yeah.
If a person is wanting to be confrontational with you, especially when they know you're an officer, they ought to know you're gonna get killed if you do something stupid. I do not have sympathy for these people. If Anna thinks Kersha's opinion's bad, oh boy. Someone direct Anna to law of self-defense, please. Better yet, potentially criminal Sean. Oh, yeah. You're gonna get a handful of those two.
Oh,
Anyways, let me look at chat, because Victus has been
yeah.
chatting.
Oh yeah,
It's
Victor's
like,
been active. Yeah.
yeah, it would be the right thing to do, and I think that's called neo-Nazi. I love the puns.
That's
I mean,
great.
she can't keep the water out of her fucking mouth, so it must be secondhand nature to him. So,
Oh yeah.
it's ironic that they would misrepresent both stories, that both have officers do everything but not escalate force. They gotta do it.
Yeah.
It's the only way that they can drive a narrative, and that's all it is. But the problem is what these retards don't realize. 10 seconds of fucking research, and you can dispel it. They
Pretty
can
much,
use they can use whatever rogue progressive fucking articles they want. Even Noah, if I remember right, in the debate with Argo, debate, Noah turned into the debate.
Oh god, I felt I felt so bad for Akko having to talk to that fucking retard.
Argo invited it. I tried multiple times to get
know.
them to. It's like, this is a bad idea. They got turned to debate. They want to do it. It's like, okay. But anyways,
Do they want to be confrontational?
well, not only that, I got the links that they got given, and a lot of screenshots and graphs and stuff like that. Well, no links to the graphs or where this data came from, and a lot of wiki stuff. And
and
Wikipedia stuff.
Wikipedia is not reliable because it can be edited by anyone.
Yeah, we all know this.
Yeah.
But the graphs and stuff, stated some really eyeballing facts. I really agree with Noah. Until old Gator did reverse image search and found that they went to a Wattpad article to progressive ideologies.
Oh, fucking Wattpad. Jesus
Yep.
Christ.
Yep. And a lot of stuff that Noah spouts out is also derivative from AI and now has been heavily against AI art and shit like that, but yet you realize it's AI whenever it benefits them.
Yeah.
Funny how that works. Anyways, continuing on, 20-foot depth zone, if there, 20 foot, those lies, damn lies, and statistics, yes. Yeah, okay. Alright, let's continue on. Here what better crush treated, body cam edition. In both incidents, body cam video depicts law enforcement acting in self-defense. However, the implications of Custer's response is that Black Americans are lying about commonality of police brutality in the United States. Well, if it rocks like a duck, if it quacks like a duck, it's a goose, according to these people.
Yeah. And I'll say this. There are cops who do take it too far over literally nothing. Because there was a case of a elderly gentleman who I can't remember. I can link you the article and all that and the body cam footage on it later. But the thing is, I mean, he was just an old white guy and all that, and he was kind of confused, and they pretty much sealed his fate because of just how old he was, and were just rough with the old guy.
Yeah.
And I'm not but the thing is, it's not the standard though. Not all cops are like that. Just it's just, you have bad cops like you would have, say, bad doctors or bad nurses or teachers or retail workers. Bad people exist, unfortunately, and sometimes they get in jobs that they have no reason being in. And unfortunately, sometimes law enforcement is no exception. But anyways, yeah.
Anyways, lying about the commonality of police brutality, they link the sentencing projects, which have already been proven to have falsified information, to skew the numbers. When you look at actual fucking arrests and shit like that, it doesn't match. So, yeah, go ahead. Were 2.5 times as likely to be shot and killed by police as whites per data. Well, here's a problem, and here's where the statistic comes into effect.
Yeah.
The black population is a lower population than the white population in the United States. However, the black population commits more fucking crimes than what the white population would per capita of citizens.
Yeah, numbers don't lie.
So if you have more black people per capita of citizens than the white people, and a lot of them are aggravated or fucking aggressive, they're more likely to get shot. It's not a fucking lie. Anyways, Wikipedia is not only not reliable, but politically compromised. The people who run it have censored information based on politics rather than facts. Well, I liked it because even then, Noah gave Akko the pink ribbon thing, or the pink band, the pink triangle. Pink triangle, and it was a symbol that the Nazis gave to people who were not straight.
Yeah.
Bi, gay, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Wikipedia twists it around as transsexuals and stuff like that. Well, trans wasn't a thing back then. Yeah, people who with nut jobs who thought that back then, but it wasn't a thing back then. But I like it because in that same article it has lesbians for the Reich, and it showcases information of lesbians actually serving underneath the Nazi Empire.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, that's the funniest thing I've seen over that Wikipedia article that was shared. Anyways, Wikipedia took USAID money and have mostly been funded by the DNC. Yep, I know that. I think it was 5 5.6 times the chance of having a counter officer or something like that. I know that there's some issues in areas, but the problem is most gang violence and most gang crimes you've seen are either, blacks or Hispanics. And they're the most dangerous ones. So, again, I don't. Here's how I believe these statistics. Kyle Rittenhouse killed 3 black men that night. That's where those statistics come from. Even though all 3 of those men were not black. But
yeah, and
I
one was
digress.
a pedophile.
Yeah, I digress. At this rate, police will estimate 1 in 1,000 black men. The organization wrote police officers greater inclination to stop the search program of killers suggests that the difference in people's behaviors alone are likely to account for the disparity of lethal police violence. Yeah, it's stupid. You fuck around, you find out. All I gotta say is that.
Yep.
I don't care. I don't care if you're black, white, purple, pink, gray. I don't care. Fuck around, you find out. And if you fuck around the police, you'll eventually find out. Cautious mid-April post reached a breaking point for the VTubing community. No, it hasn't. Causing many users on Twitter to criticize gamer shops. You have 10 fucking retards. You have Selfie Sports, you have KO, you have Nara, you have Bent, which is not even a VTuber. You have some very small, piss poor, pilly ones tagging on that because, oh my god, it's a crazy new hype. Dead only ones. I've not seen any big, worthwhile fucking VTubers say anything about it.
Oh, yeah. They mentioned Kaio. Fuck that loser.
Well, that's what I mean. Kaio is one of them. Which
Yeah,
Kaio is also a racist.
Oh yeah, I got Kaio and Kuma mixed up because I remember Kuma threatened to sexually assault Curry Renji. And I got the two mixed up, and then Curry's like, actually, it was.
Hey,
Kuma.
don't forget Curry for a good time.
Yeah, it just gives Curry more ammunition for a fucking stream.
Yep, it's like don't give Curry a good time. Don't forget him a good time. He'll use it. But anyways, the one I mentioned was Kaio, which says you can't be racist against white people, which you can. Racism is based on disparaging another person based on their skin color. Doesn't matter what color you are. I don't care for the rope Tom. I don't care for the differences. I don't care in the progressive bullshit. Racism is disparaging someone based on the color of the skin. It's even in law. You can be racist against white people. It's actually a constitutional violation, especially if the government does it. Which is the reason why a lot of these fucking programs are getting rid of in the United States, because they are constitutionally illegal.
Yeah, because it's like, say, if I wanted to go, like, or maybe not me, but say if a white couple wanted to go to a restaurant, but then the restaurant says, no, we don't serve white people here, fuck off. That's racism through and through.
Hey, Scrod.
Like,
anyways, maybe 10 people with any kind of significant numbers. And they got in a lot of fucking backlash. A lot of fucking backlash. I said Noah, Kaio, Selby Sporks. Those are the most prominent ones. You have Bent running his mouth. He's not even a VTuber. And like I said, you have a couple other small ones that I cannot remember the name of because they are just uninteresting.
Yeah, they're that uninteresting and irrelevant, really.
Well, I don't really pay attention to retards, so. Anyways, there isn't really a VTuber community. Most internet niches, it's just a bunch of small circles that overlap because of VTubing. Exactly. Or, as you can call them, the VTubing Reich has gone up to cancel Kush. You think that'd be a good slogan? The VTubing Reich is rising up against the evil white woman Kush.
They're afraid of the based fox.
Yep. Trying to genocide her from different sponsored platforms. Anyways, Kush's, one VTuber Kyle ended a game with subs partnership 2 days after Kush's streak. Good. Nobody wanted you. While Kyle didn't name Kush directly, he pointed to concerns to creators affiliated with the brand sharing open bigot views without facing any consequences.
I'll take his place. I'll take the money.
Open bigot views. Can't be racist against white people. Yeah, shut the fuck up. All that guy had to do was just leave. But he made it into a propaganda campaign. That's why he's getting a lot of backlash. And I see a lot of people, oh, why is everyone being mean to Kyle? Everyone's going against him, the backlash. It's unjustified or wanted. No, it's very justifiable. Whenever you leave and you try to make a fucking statement out of it, which is what happened, and it's a stupid fucking statement, you're trying to cancel someone over it, indirectly, or without, because you already know what's going to happen, you're gonna get backlash. And you fucking deserve every fucking goddamn ounce of it. All thing you have to do is leave. I don't know what to tell him. He fucked around and found out.
Yep.
I encourage fellow creators to think about whether or not their partnerships with company is worth continuing. Kyle Wright, I don't agree that it's a good idea to just let creators content and try to do our best just to make the best products on the internet. If it means allowing hateful people to be representative of a brand. So that's the process that says you can't be racist against white people, openly attacks white people all the time, and openly espouses hateful, bigotry views. Right. And I should listen to you why? I think people like this, and I really do think this, if you try to make or force a company to bend to your will through some sort of a propaganda bullshit, should be blacklisted from being sponsored by any other company. Because they are a fucking liability.
Yeah.
Not canceled, just blacklisted. Hey, do we want to have this this streamer as a sponsor our stuff? Let's look at the past. Oh, actively went towards other sponsors because they didn't like the views that they had. Yep, nope, don't want that. I don't care for anything. Left side, right side, I don't care. You do it, you shouldn't have a chance to be sponsored ever again. That's just my way of looking at it. Business, at least successful ones, care about numbers and don't care about more fagging. Exactly. And you actually used the term more fagging correct. I'm proud of you, Rictus.
Yep.
And, there's that retard's tweet. We can tell there's 11.4k retards out there.
Honestly, I think just based on their interaction, like their interactions and stuff, I think a lot of it is paid, like, it's botted likes.
Yeah. I'm going to move this real quick because I'm going to do something.
Mm.
I'm going to do a search. And I'm basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find these books. And I'm not successful in one of them, the one I want.
Yeah. Oh man, I
So
could have
let's
swore
go
I
to
saw like an
Linens.
eBay listing for the one on the left. Like it was a
Well, it wasn't the exact one.
oh, okay. But even then, I think it's okay to have books that, you know, they may be an ideology that is taboo or whatever. It's okay to have those books. Like when you read them, because it's sort of like, how would I explain it? Um the best way I can really put into words is to essentially fight an ideology or something, you need to understand it and where people are coming from on it, so you can sort of debunk things, or you know, you need to approach it with logic and reason. And the best way to understand something is to know what's in it. Like,
Let's see. Michael, a German Destiny and Diary from Joseph Gilbert as a three-part diary series of his life. Hang on. Okay, well, if that's the case, let me find this. It'll help if I can find the actual books. Yeah, Rectus, I want to say you probably have looked for this stuff. I'm giving you a wrench. How's that? If you have a link to that, please send it to me. Because I can't really seem to find it.
I don't know.
Because I'm finding different versions of it, but I think they got the was it? I think it's a gilded book. I think it is. Yeah, I can't find it. All right. Anyways, let's go back into this. Let me get the screen back up. Um. Anyways.
Oh, Victus shared a link.
Okay. All right, there it is. Okay, I'll show you up in a minute. Okay, link up. Thank you very much. Okay. It remains unclear whether Game Subs will issue a response to cautious behavior. For the record, the VTuber has previously welcomed controversy promoting the brand risk Game Subs product. I do too. While declaring, according to my marketing team, I am a brand risk. A Game Subs partner and her Nazi fan. Now, and thank you for this because I want to give this link to Ava also. Ava is Lucky's Lolly
Our,
lawyer.
our elf pirate lawyer.
Yeah. And I want to see how far onto defamation this is. Because to me, this looks like defamation.
Yeah, it looks like a clear-cut case of it. But I'm no lawyer, so...
Anyways, the books in question on these 3 books here. And they zoomed in as, oh my god, there's a swastika on that one book. Oh my god, a swastika. Of course, Kosh may walk us up into controversy that's impossible for game of subs to defend. This could be the case after the right-wing VTuber retweeted Kosh fan named this guy.
Sencho Mimikyu.
Mimikyu.
Yeah, that, like, Pokemon.
Oh, look here. Thanks, crew journalists, for helping get our name out there. The
Oh!
Oh my god, I just had to go there. I just had to go
jeez.
there.
I wish I brought some
They're getting
tequila
a
tonight,
follow.
'cause this would have
They're
been
getting a
good.
follow. They're getting a follow. Thanks, Crow Journalists, for helping get our name out there. God damn. Senchoi recently received an official Kosh Yasu Plutzi and posed with it. In one of the images shared by Kosh, Shashu placed Kosh's Plus next to an enormous collection of Nazi and fascist books. Did they get this right? No, they just linked to the tweet. Including a 3-part handcover book display from white nationalist publishers and Loop Hills Publishings. Well, they at least got it right.
Yeah.
Essentially, Twitter page is filled with anime women promoting Nazi imagery and books. In one tweet, an anime girl with a swastika is shown along with the message, "Did someone say race war?"
Oh boy. Oh lord.
Okay, I don't see what's so bad about that. But okay.
Yeah, it's like, it's a tweet.
Article link. Well, it's up here on this page right here, but if you want it, I can give it to you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go. Oh yeah, I can't share the links.
Well, you're not
Yeah.
not wrenched. You have to be wrenched
Yeah.
to do that.
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying, yeah.
Anyways, Nazi imagery extends to the book scene in the image retweeted by Kush. The handcover book displays the features of 2 iron crosses with swastikas. The 3 books shown are also popular fascist books. Michael B. Joseph in his own was an essential speech of Adolf Hitler, The Burning Souls, Neo-Nazi, blah 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 blah. That's not it. That's not it. So let's look at the Wikipedia, since these people like to look at Wikipedia. We'll use our own game against them. A German Destiny Diary form is a semi-autobiography novel authored by German propagandist Joseph Goebbels. It was rejected for publication but later published in 1929 by NSDAP officials against Goebbels' wishes. And a 3-part work, of which only part 1 and 3 have survived. The novels are a combination of Goebbels' own thoughts and the life of the best friend Reich's Flegel, who has actually fought in World War One and later ended his college studies to work in Maine, where he died in an accident. Now, that is what happened to the novels. He met his sacrificial death on 30th January 2021. The diary from the story follows the journey of Michael, fictional. Not even real. It says a fictional character. And diary from the story follows the journey of Michael, a fictional character who represents a young Goebbels at the beginning of the novel. Michael has just returned home. Okay, a book. I should care about this. Why? I'm gonna send this to Lumi and tell her, hey, got another book for you to read.
Yeah. Because it's like...
Raging Bull will have my fucking ass.
Yeah. Like, the thing is, though, is... Okay, the way I see it is, a person doesn't have to like a book or what it potentially promotes or whatever. But in which case, you just don't read the book.
Alright, so
Like,
does anyone know of Von Braun?
I can't say I do, I'm sorry.
Okay. Werner von Braun. Werner von Braun was the lead engineer in NASA in development of the Apollo rocket. He is one main leading causes of why we actually got to the moon. Von Braun was also a Nazi scientist that defected over to the United States. So was Albert Einstein.
Oh yeah, like, we literally yoinked a bunch of German scientists, Nazi scientists,
Operation Paperclip,
you work for
bitch.
us now. Yeah.
Operation
Paperclip. You work for
Paperclip.
us now. And NASA.
And it's a legitimate thing to actually help propel our country towards a fucking future.
Mm-hmm.
Look,
yeah, like,
you can smear this shit all you want. This is part of history. And if you're gonna try to slander someone, do a better job at it. So they have 3 books of a fictional story of Michael, which is a telling of the writer's journeys of his life in Nazi Germany. If it wasn't for books like this, we wouldn't have stories. Like a lot of the fucking World War I and World War II stories. Hell, if it wasn't for stuff like this, we wouldn't have Anne Frank's diaries.
Yeah, like, I think, and like, regardless of whether I agree with something or not, I think things should be preserved. Like, even if it say defends a dangerous ideology, it still needs to be preserved because it's history.
Yeah. So again, this is slander. And Victus, I don't know if you're still in chat. I want you to tell, because I think you know a little bit more about Kosh's setup than I do. But here's why I think, and this is why I pretty much stated in this whole deal too. I stated this in a couple different servers. I also stated this on Twitter. Because I abused the fuck out of this whenever I was making paper covers. So the hashtags, and if you're hearing that, I'm sorry, kids having a good time, I guess.
Oh no, you're good.
Anyways, the hashtags like Kush's art hashtag, same with Pippa's hashtag, it's tied to a bot in the Discord. I believe it is. The tag, it's set on a timer. Every now and then it will go through and start just retweeting stuff that has that hashtag within it. I don't think Kush is the one doing it. Even if Kush is the one doing it. Kush's fan posted up a plushie with Pippa and Kush right there. I don't think Kush was paying attention to what fucking books they were. And I'm pretty sure Kush is not paying attention to the little emblems down in the fucking corners.
Oh yeah, like...
Yeah, it's like, yeah, exactly the same thing. Like I said, if I want to build a battleship with a Bismarck and make it historically accurate, I can. It's not illegal. And my dog's asleep. But
I heard
even that, yeah, James. Anyways, so I have 2 theories. One, the bot retweeted this out because it had the hashtag in it. Or 2, Kush seen the hashtag and then retweeted it out. but didn't pay attention to anything. Even if Kush did pay attention to it, who fucking cares? Honestly, who the fuck cares? At this point, Noah's more of a Nazi because Noah's actually fucking German. Actually, probably heritage and lineage down. But I really don't fucking care. I don't know what it's rage bait. It's all this is, and it's fucking stupid. While Kush is a political VTuber, it remains unclear if content creator was unaware of the Nazi image seen on the book. You can't even fucking see it! Don't even notice until the article pointed it out. It wasn't the article. Hang on. No. So here's the fuck deal. Here's the fuck thing with this whole thing. I've got to find it. I gotta find it. Let me go through here. I gotta find it. So, who pointed that out wasn't the person in the article. It wasn't Anna. Anna didn't look for this. Now, Anna quoted one of the people in the article so far that did find it. Is this retard? Kush shows all her tweets. We don't have a bot. There's all her tweets in the Discord, but no other way around. Not alright. Well, I remember Pippa has a bot in the Discord. It might be something from Phase Connect and stuff like that. And I noticed whenever I, tagged my my AI song covers of Pippa, and I used the hashtag, there'll be a group of them just retweet out at the same time, like boom, 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 boom. And it's because the bot was looking for the hashtag and tweeted it out. I didn't know if Kush utilized the same thing or anything like that. But even then, it's like, okay, look, plushie, oh yeah, like it, retweet. Oh, not a plushie, oh yeah, look, retweet. I don't think using a fucking microscope to look around to see what's there. But no, it was this fuckhead, Bent. Anna used Bent as sources for the article. One of the funniest parts of the Nazi fan Kush retweeted is that next to his books, cool guy, manga and collections and shit like that. Let me look here. Yeah. Here we go. Right there. Ben is the one that did this. So does anyone you want to blame for it? Ben is.
Yep. Typical Ben.
And then tags YouTubes.
Like, okay, and what a person, like, okay, it's a fan that got this, okay? Like, it's just like what a fan does with their merch, or, okay, it's like, people have, like, I'll say this, I have followers that come from all different kinds of walks of life. I've got a couple Argentinians, and those guys are a little weird.
Yeah, but
where did the Nazis go?
Yeah, this fuckhead's the one that's doing it. And this fuckhead is somebody who deserves to get his fucking teeth plowed into the goddamn pavement.
Oh, yeah.
You literally just call your fans a bunch of Nazis.
No, I didn't. I just did. No, I didn't. Sorry.
I was gonna say, is someone else in here with us? I thought it was just us. This is not the stream for a threesome.
Oh, Jesus. Jesus Christ.
Do I even want to know?
No.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. If anyone wants to, this is the fuckhead you need a dog pile on for pointing this bullshit out because it's pointless. He even goes through and does a zoom up. Oh my god. Hey, let's take this obscure thing, zoom in and zoom in. How much of a fucking locale do you have to be? Because we all know Bent's got Kush blocked. How much of a and he's got me blocked too. I've got Bent blocked too because I got tired of him coming onto my post and subtweeting on my posts and then blocking again and making it why I can't respond to him. So I blocked him so he can't fucking respond to me. And I play his own tactics to him. He wants to fucking subtweet people. I'll do it to him too. I really don't care. But how much of a fucking schizoid freak do you have to be to monitor someone's Twitter and for retweets of people? Fucking retweets of people. Find one. Single out a single tweet, which just has a plushie, step out plushie, and then on the shelf, to then go through and microscopically zoom in on every fucking frame and pixel to find something like this. Ladies and gentlemen, Ben is the person you just maniacally fucking laugh at until they start crying. And you continue laughing at them until they continue crying. And until they run out of the room. You laugh at them while they run out of the room. And they want to try to come back, you laugh at them some more. That is the type of person.
Oh,
that's what you do to this type of person. You just laugh at them. Anyways, let's see. Bot not received. She was just, she was just retweeting furiously. Yeah, I can see that. He's like, when you're biggest content creator discussion, I'm in Kush's Discord. I'm just not active. And I just didn't know how Kush did the things. Like I said, I know Face Connect, I know Pippa does bots. I just didn't know if Kush did it. But even, like I said, even then, Kush is not microscopically looking at every fucking tweet, trying to make sure it's sanitized. Because I really don't think Kush cares about that stuff. Freaks like Bent do. Which is actually making me real. Somebody had a theory that Anna is actually Bent.
Might be.
Somebody had.
Do we have any stuff to disprove it?
I have no idea. No. Well, so the person who's making that claim, I'm not gonna name them. I know who they are, but I'm not gonna name them. And I told him, I was like, that's kind of a really wild claim. So I'm gonna label that as tinfoil hat. Do not know. Do not have proof. May not be. But it's like I told him, I want to see proof of this.
It's plausible.
To be frank, I noticed the books, but I knew what they were. I find a history nerd in Perry Cord is to call water wet. Gotcha. And that's fine if you knew what they logos, images, stuff like that. It's fine. I didn't even know what the fucking books were. The normal person did not know what these books were, and I'm pretty sure the normal person does not fucking care. Yeah. Anyways. Alright, while Kush is a political VTuber, it remains unclear that the content creator was unaware of the Nazi imagery seen on the bookshelf or various fascist books on display. In fact, several VTubers jumped in a lively Twitter debate about Kush had knowledge of the recognized fantasies at all. One German VTuber claimed she didn't even know what the Iron Cross was popular for. They're talking about, I know who they're talking about. Send me a link to the plushie thread. You do that on my main, or did you do that on AIM? Or did you do that on Discord? What did you do that at? I don't see it. Or am I just being stupid? I think I'm being stupid. I sent you a link to the plushie thread. It was posted by a friend, really not. That's my point. Even if a fan did, what the upset about is the fact Kush retweeted it. That's what the upset about. That's what the upset is getting about, because oh my god, Kush retweeted this. What are we doing? We're going with this Vice Arco Rogue. Anyways. One German VTuber claimed she didn't even know what it was. Like I said, I think I... Oh. Okay. I see it now. Friend request. Hang on. Move! Yeah, I'm away. Except DMs. Okay. Okay, you can send me stuff now. It just now popped up. I've got my thing fucking muted, so I don't hear notifications pop up on it. Anyways, I'm trying to find this one. I know which one it is. Why the fuck is it? Because we're making fun because this one VTuber is really kind of annoying. Yeah, that's like the best word I can use. Is very annoying. Because they're also very hypocritical, and they do other stuff that is they try to call other people out for, but they do themselves, because this person said we got me blocked because they didn't like me railing up against them because they're being a fucking retard. Where is this person at? Where is this person at? It starts with a K. I believe she's also a Fox VTuber. Or something like that. That's not it.
The only other Fox tuber I can think of is maybe Smuglana. I think her name is.
No, it was I know what the bait they're talking about. It just pisses me off that they don't show it. Yeah, unfortunately it does. Yeah, there's nothing there. I'll have to look for it later. Okay, but it's in 4K. Fuck, he's not allowed. No, shut the fuck up, Rogue. I don't know what this is. You're sending me stuff, but it's like literally. Oh. Okay. I got it. Okay, no, you sent me. I see what it is. There's a link to in Crush's actual Discord. Got it. Got it. I got it. Yeah, is there a way I can see how many? April 16th, 2025 is when the thread was made. I mean, it's not a lot. But I can say it could be overwhelming for one person. But I know what they're talking about on this one, and it was another German VTuber. I remember this because Akko, they had a tiff of Akko. I remember that. Yeah, I don't care about Sylvie Spark. I don't care about that. I know I did this on the other account. I didn't do this on the backup. I did this on the backup and I don't have access to it on the computer. Alright, anyways, I know what debate they're talking about. I know German VTuber basically called no, and this was a debate between. Actually, no, that's where it's at. It's in the NAR thread. That's exactly where it's at. I forgot. Yep. All right, right here it is. Ketsu. Ketsu is the name on Twitter. 28,000 subs. And I can't find the actual post, but I know they ended up putting something out from Bent. Yeah, it ended up being from this interaction right here. Sorry, people. I smell train rides coming. Yep. Anyways, it came from this. It came from Ketsu. And it was, again, oh, Bent and Noah. Why are these two fuckheads and chuckle fucks all the way around this whole fucking deal? Yep, I see that. I seen that one. You're all over the place, Victus. All over the place. Anyways. Like another Foxy defends of white supremacist curse and brushes off Nazi symbols. As a gentleman, I'm disgusted by you. You should be ashamed. Well, everyone should be ashamed of you, Noah, because you like to groom children.
Yara is literally just the VTuber Keffels at this point. Wait, no, I'm pretty sure that's...
No, Keffels had more of a
Marina.
spine. No, Keffels had more of a spine.
I mean, yeah, I'll give Keffels that.
Keffels actually had a spine and wasn't a little bitch.
Yeah, like I said, I'll give her credit for that.
They're third-rate Keffels.
Counterfeit Keffels.
Pretty much. But anyways, it was they're quoting this post in here. You know what this debate was.
Yellow.
You know what? I should just click that. It's right there in the fucking article. Right there. I've been sitting on the screen too long.
Hey, it's Rogue.
Hey, Rogue.
Hello.
Anyways, hello. Alright, almost done. Last paragraph. Clint didn't even know what the Iron Cross was, a popular Nazi symbol. Again, German symbol, not really Nazi. Regardless, it's likely Kush is now aware of the imagery and meaning of the book, shared by the retweeter use after a day's worth of discourse on Twitter. Yet, Sushi's post still remains shared on Twitter. Who fucking cares? Perhaps that's irrelevant whether Kush knew about the political imagery about the post. Again, who fucking cares? What matters is how Game of Such feels on the matter. Again, who fucking cares? This is not Kush's first controversy and likely won't be the last, which begs the question. Is there a line Kush and other content creators can cross before a partnership is threatened with a company? Vice has to reach out to Game of Subs, Kush, and Kaio for comment. Go fuck yourself. Hey, Rogue.
Hi, Sparky.
As you can tell, we're doing stuff.
I could see that you're doing stuff to do with VTubers going against other VTubers. I feel like you should go have a proper world war. It'd be great, trains and showers and everything else. I know a few people who could use a good shower.
Hey, tell me this. What do you think about this image here?
What image where?
I'm streaming it to Discord.
Oh, good. I would have to pay attention to the actual Discord. Give me a moment. Give me a goddamn moment.
I can't wait for Noah's Gamer Subs flavored Shine.
I don't know. Tune shines are a thing. I'm looking at a picture now. What the fuck am I supposed to be looking at? The Iron Cross or what?
Well, Kirst is supporting Nazi fans because she retweeted it.
I question it. It's a cross.
But it's Nazi symbology.
Since when? It's the cross. It's not related to Nazism.
Well, since this fuckwit. Here. See? Ben tells us all.
Okay. Okay, I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to borrow heavily from that particular insignia. That one there. That little thing, the swastika. Which is, an Indian, human symbol. The whole thing that was. I love World War II. God, I love it. It's beautiful. It was a great time in history.
It was quite toasty.
For some it was. Others had to dig their own fucking graves. But anywho, so that is a spiritual symbolism borrowed heavily from the Nazi occupiers who also bastardized Christianity. Ergo, there's another cross up there. There's a Christian cross. If people paid attention, they were heavy in a lot of symbolics. As well as they kind of were very Christian. So, like it or not, that is a thing. They kind of they're questionable Christians, but they did follow the actual life of Christ, even though they wanted to dismantle it.
Yep. By Ben's logic, many Buddhist statues are part of the Third Reich. Probably.
Well, you're looking at Indian Buddhists as well as those within certain island nations.
Alright, anyways, Victor sent this to me, and it was like, you know who this person is? And it's like, Kirsch, Reno, Pato, Ricky, which are 4 VTubers I ended up retweeting out to notify them, because none of these fuckheads can tag people. They gotta block them and then fucking subtweet them behind the back. So, I ended up tagging them, all of them, and they hated it. Yeah, I think a lot of these fuckheads, except for Ben and Noah, have gone private so far.
That's fine. Let them go private. They might like their privates. Who knows?
Anyways, what's the relevance of the street? I know you're talking to Ketsu and Puma Band. But it's like, these VTubers are dangerous and only support far right ideologies and personalities within the VTubing community run into the core and have cultivated extremely hateful fan bases where they ruthlessly attack and harass. No. So here's my deal. I'm not a big Kush fan. I just hate fucking retards on the internet.
I like the retards on the internet. I get to make fun of them.
Right, go. Yeah, no, I responded to them too. Because they are asking, is it the trans VTuber that made the article? Is like one of them. Anna. Well, you know Anna, don't you?
Me personally, no.
Not personally.
I heard of, yes.
Anna Valens.
Yes, I've heard of that particular individual. It's always fun. It always goes back to Gamergate.
Yes.
Every time.
It's like these people can't. Excuse me. Can we go back? Can we go back to that imagery? Can we go to your original imagery that you had? Is she holding a boob?
Yeah.
Is she holding the boob up to make sure that the boob is good?
Yeah.
The boob is fine!
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that she was making sure that she was like just up and perky, just holding her up, because you can see the little grin that she's got the undercup, being supported.
She's doing more than what the other security guard was doing for Trump.
Oh fuck yes, I know. I know. Jesus Christ, God.
But no, Anna. Oh, Anna. But this is on QB forums, and like I said, I want to preference back to this because this is always the most important part of this whole article, and I'll always go back to it. Anna, very early on posts, she said trans women advocate for trans rights. Audio gynephiles, cis males, with graphic murder fantasies. It seems like Anna and Nara have a big fucking issue with this. They don't like the fact of being called audio gynephiles. However, Anna has been caught saying this. Again, our preference.
The private.
Very male, by the way.
In the future, there are a number of institutions that emerged originally as mutual aid projects and publicly funded tech ventures, but over time they gradually became these community-run institutions where if you are a trans girl or if you are trans feminine, you can go ahead and sign up for a reservation slot to an all-day access to one of many breeding facilities where you get to breed the shit out of that cis girl pussy. You can absolutely devastate that shit, fucking destroy it, murder it. It's done. Like, they have to cycle the girls out because that pussy is absolutely out of commission. And so this originally started as just your classic breeding facility, but it was expanded over time through a Kickstarter, actually, and again, a mutual aid project. So there's a lot of cis girls in tech that really supported the venture. God bless them. They're real co-conspirators for the movement. And, now we have breeding saunas. We have breeding bookstores, breeding movie theaters. Those are really nice. You have breeding adult schools. You have breeding esports arenas. Very fun. Impossible to do voice chat on, but extremely engaging. It's kind of a mixture of your classic esports fair, but also whichever team nuts first loses. So there's double the fun and double the trial and error. We're...
Wait, what's going on?
Sounds very male. Being all for the breeding aspect, putting something in a nice wet hole over and over and over again. Yeah, it sounds very male. Most women would not want that happening.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
No.
I want to say that some women kind of have a kink for non-con or dubcon, but yeah, this ain't it, Chief. This ain't it.
Oh, brilliant thing here, Sparky. Brilliant thing. In the UK, they pretty much set back trans rights a little bit further back into the corner that it belongs in. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It clearly says, hey, if you don't have a vagina, you're not born as a biological woman, guess what, Chief? You're not a woman.
People think I'm extreme on the whole trans topic. Let me introduce you to Rogue.
Hi, I'm Rogue. I'm a complete asshole on the internet. I'm a person who belongs to the Rainbow Coalition, who doesn't fucking care about the T in that particular conversation and all the other alphabet letters that came along because it has nothing to do with sexuality. And yet, here we are having a discussion about sexual adventures with people who don't want to do any of that. They say they don't want to procreate. They don't want, they're non-binary and all that kind of bullshit. And here I am going, you're a fucking joke. Why are you even here?
Yeah.
Why the fuck are you even here?
right.
Victus,
Anyways,
Victus had mentioned that Anna was denied to join Violor, and it sparked the whole section of the stream. And she had wrote a hit piece on Violor, which is the it's the heavily like sexualized ASMR VTuber corpo. But the thing is like, okay, they only allow what
women.
natural women.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Yeah, and
Look,
the thing is, their demographic is checks notes. Mostly straight men. I wonder why. Why wouldn't they let a trans woman into a mostly straight space?
So,
Look,
Victus, what you're pretty much saying is like this article is retaliation towards Kosh's
Yeah.
coverage on this whole deal.
yes. I mean, it's a standard thing. It happened during the whole Gatorgate time frame. Is going to happen currently.
Well, alright,
Look,
so with that whole deal,
with their junk still intact and haven't really lopped it off really don't understand the full plight of what it means to be a woman. Sorry.
alright,
Yeah.
well, here we go. This Kiwi Farm thread on Anna. I really don't care.
It's
been
fine.
up.
Kiwi
It's
Farm.
been up.
Kiwi Farms has been around for a while.
Yeah, it's been up since 2019. Anna's been around the
Yes.
block.
It's been well vetted, by the way.
Yeah. I've actually been through the thread, and all of it seems legit because it actually has archives and links back to shit that they've seen, said and done. As example, what we just got done listening to.
I love it. They decided to transition because they couldn't get the girls, and now they go into the organizations to try to get the girls. I love these people. I love these transposers, trenders. It hasn't died.
Yep. Like it really kicked off back in the Tumblr days, and it just hasn't stopped since.
Oh, I know. I love Tumblr too. It was beautiful. It was a brilliant place until they moved. When they had to move.
Yeah, it broke containment, but then it was like the thing is, thankfully, is most of them moved back to Tumblr and over to Blue Sky. Most of them.
Yeah.
But it's like I told Sparky when it came to 4chan, like 4chan's closure, or let's just say it was like a septic tank exploded.
It did. It did.
All right, so let's look at this.
Do I have to look at the coverage of the boob again?
Well, no. Bent says my predictions for the response stream is Kush will go on a rant about Rice's journalistic integrity before going to top where she reads an article from the Daily Mail unironically, and it's like,
oh, ironically,
we just sit here and rip the fucking deal apart live. The articles, Anna's articles, bullshit.
No, most of their articles is bullshit. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to say there.
So let's look at this.
Holy fucking shit! Do I have to?
Jesus Christ on freaking ice.
Do I
have to say more?
Hold a minute. Wait, hold that there for a minute. Wait, so let me get this straight. Let's see. Okay, this person had spent a year living with non-offending pedophiles. I wonder why they are the way they are. I mean, they were among company.
Yeah, well, Vice kind of holds a lot of questionable individuals kids in some way.
Like, mind you, this was the same site that defended cuties.
Yep. Oh fuck yes. I'm not going to say that Cuties was the greatest of all ideas. I understand what some were trying to go, but I'm not going to say, just like Adolescence that came out recently, which is a shit show, by the way, but people are defending it. People love this idea. It's the retarded left not knowing and not reading the fucking room again. They're late at the fucking party. It's like these old boomers. What was it? The Steve Buscemi moment. Hey, fellow kids.
Yeah.
Now here's something that
that
was posted on the thread. It's like, I have some insight on this. A lot of stuff you hear about sex at the Olympics is true, and it can be very hard to deal with competitive environments. Some players thrive with it. Others can't handle the temptation. As you know, I played for the U.S. a while back. And the Olympics?
Yeah, I've actually worked for the Olympics. for a brief moment.
I
Well, the
played
Winter
for
Olympics here in
no.
Canada.
I played for Team USA
For
a
the
while
U.S.
back.
team. Yeah. I mean, it's not hard to. I mean, it's a challenge, but not really an over challenge, especially if you go to the special side of the Olympics.
Yeah, the breakdancing side.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, the type of stuff that they've done on the articles, they're doing some sort of gymnastics. I can say
There's a
that.
lot of gymnastics and so it depends on winter, summer. Which time frame are we talking about here?
I don't know.
I
Anyways,
see. I would love them to explain.
Yeah, I used to perform in the 100-meter. You might remember me
Okay, so
from the
summer.
Beijing Games. What you might not know, I was a mess at the Olympic Village. They called me the 100-meter stallion.
Right.
Alright. Hang on. Right. Beijing Olympics. Alright, yeah. Beijing Olympics.
So Niles is he's a black man. He's no Lyles. He's a black man.
Is this you, Anna?
Are you saying that you're Lyles?
Yeah. Are you this person there, Anna?
You're black. You're a black man. Oh wait. I thought the last time I looked at your motherfucking face, you're pretty much whiter than Garth.
Look, this bitch could, like, if it snowed, they could fall into a pile of snow and would disappear instantly.
Oh yeah, no. They need one of those orange flags strapped to their backs. We used to call them midget finders. Just if there's a small person around, you stack that onto their back, and just in case they fall on a foot of snow, you'll be able to.
I take offense to that as a midget.
So
hey, look. It's survival of the fittest, and we people need to have that extra, extra help. So.
Yeah.
Like I said, getting back to it. Whiter than the driven snow versus the actual 100-meter stallion.
Yeah, you're not. So the Beijing Olympics was held in 2008 and 2023. 22. 2008, 2022.
We had 24. That particular one that also kind of. Yeah, no, like I said,
in
I smell the
Beijing,
bullshit.
Beijing.
No, again, I smell the bullshit. They took a reference, the 100-meter stallion from Noah, who showed up at 2024.
So here's the thing. So 2008, 2022 is when the Olympics were held.
Yes, I know.
So Anna transitioned 2016 at age of 21. So it could have been 2008.
No.
And you're calling yourself the 100-meter stallion in 2023 after you transitioned in 2016?
Yeah, no, it's not. That's not how that works. Not how that works, son.
Are you a fucking retard? You
Most
think
of them
that
are.
this? Jesus Christ!
Most
And
of
it
them
was
are.
from
Look,
my
like
performance.
I said,
Hang on. It was from my performance on the track. I met with my coach, and she decided the only solution was to put me in a chastity cage just so I can compete without getting distracted. So, okay, hang on. So, if we're calling this straight, Can't be 2008.
I heard you say calling it straight. I was going to question that.
So, no. So, it can't be 2008 because you're way too young. You couldn't be in the fucking Olympics back then. So,
Correct.
2022, Beijing Olympics. after you've already transitioned. So theoretically, you'll be on the women's team, and you're sexually pent up.
Again, that's because they didn't lop off the mamber berries.
I gotta remind people again. What were you just saying not too long ago?
You have to cycle the girls out because that pussy, devastate that shit, fucking destroy it, murder it, it's done. Like, they have to cycle the girls out because that pussy is absolutely out of commission.
Now, reminder, this is also 2020, 2021 when this was made. So it will be before the Olympics.
Yeah.
God damn. I love roasting this shit live. I love roasting this shit live. Oh, Anna, you are a fucking retard.
A lot of them are.
Anyways, she decided the only solution was put me in a chastity cage, just so I could compete without getting distracted. I agreed, and at first it worked. Unfortunately, the runner from France heard my cage jingle during my run, and analysts didn't pick it up. But if you look at the footage, you can see her facial expression change from confusion to disgust. She sunk from third to fourth as a result. It nearly caused a national incident, not because of her performance, but because it generally considered rude in France. Was this Beijing or France? I have an audible chastity cage. It was incredibly embarrassed. My coach and I met and we agreed I should personally apologize to her. Unfortunately, as a condition of her acceptance, she demanded I wear the chastity cage for the rest of the event. What? Even after I finished competing, I had never bottomed so much of my life. I was soon called the 100-member dash in the Olympic Village. So yes, it can be very, very hard to be athletic in the Olympics when you have that kind of temptation at your door. I should know I've never been the same since I was in the environment. As I know, I wear a chastity cage every day, and what the fuck?
They like to show off their kinks. Just saying, they just love showing off their kinks.
Again, trans women advocating for trans rights audio gynophiles with graphic murder fantasies. Where is Kush Ron at? Jesus fucking Christ. I am now in love and committed a relationship with that runner from France, and I feel oh my god. I feel other athletes should know, maybe. See, the bed that the Olympics have been designed with subtleties in mind. The 2026 ban has been lifted, and athletes can have sex with who want. Yeah, I don't believe a fucking word you just said. Alright.
Well, there was the actual sex ban that did exist. I've worked for the Canadian version of the Winter Olympics. Yes, the athletes as well as the people up there who are locked away do get the little friskies on. It is possible, but I've got a lot of questions and a lot of areas of doubt. Especially you. Well, Garth over there is a speedrunner called the 100-meter stallion. That's a big question. Is this true, and do we actually have receipts? Just because you have a picture that is easily accessible.
Well, that's from a New York Post article. This was 2024.
Yeah, like I said,
this was last year. This was May 15, 2024.
Okay. So if it's last year, and it puts it in the same place I had it originally, then the 100-meter stallion the title belongs to a black man. So there's a lot of bullshit going on. When does this person kind of give up on the bullshit and start telling the truth? I understand fantasy
Never.
is a great thing, but eventually, you got to get away from fantasy and start telling the truth, no matter how harsh it is.
Oops, Anna did a racism.
Oh well, I mean, they are trans after all.
Oh yeah, they're
The whole
trans.
thing,
Unfortunately, trans women
looks to be
have
a
a
gotcha.
track record.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, other thing there, Sparky. If it happened in 2024, then that would put it in the Summer Olympics.
No, the post was made. They made this post in May 15,
2024.
2024.
Okay, but again, they borrowed heavily from issues from 2024. Just because Paris, France, is where that 100-meter, 500-meter, and so on and so forth was held. And they're saying it happened in Beijing?
Yeah, Victus is like, hold up, Beijing only has Winter Olympics, which does not include running.
Right. I was kind of veering into that direction because Beijing, just like Canada, for the longest time, we kind of covered the winter portion.
Well, so looking at this,
believe me, I was confused from the start to the finish.
Yeah.
Right.
So
okay.
someone tells me that this is a shitpost.
It is.
But even then, you're supposed to be a journalist.
Wow, that right there, they are journalists. A lot of the journalists are about the clickbait. They're not around for the truth. So yeah, it smells right. It smells right. That is truthful. They're bullshitters. That is truthful.
Yeah.
So
this needs flagged for spam.
I mean, I would be surprised.
Yeah, I think it's a shitpost, but still, it's like
it's not very clear that it is.
No, it's not really. It's not clear it is, but here's the thing. So they put that down. Giantess have rice.
So okay, here's the other thing I'm going to have to put out here for you, Sparky. So, if it was a Summer Olympics in Beijing, then it was 2008.
Yep.
Just laying that down for you.
Well, that's what I meant. It's like the dates and times don't make sense. This whole thing is bullshit.
No, like I said, it's like they borrowed from piece to piece. The 100-meter stallion, that's 2024, slammed right into there. It was said they were running for Beijing. That was ran in there. They ran against a French contestant. That was ran into there. And they talked about something about being a faux pas in France. That just tells you that they were just picking bullshit, truths and mixing it into their bullshit soup, which is what we have for this lovely article.
So let's
lovely vice writer.
So they've been a writer since 2016.
Okay, good.
So you want to write bullshit like this, and then you want people to take you serious, and then you want to call people out because it's just a shit post, and I guarantee that's what this is for. It's for cringe views, likes, and stuff like that. But then you get pissed when people don't listen to you.
Yeah.
It's like Anna Valens. Anna Valens is a contributor for Waypoint Vice Media, where for decades worth of experience, we've seen that, such as sites as Daily Dot, Fanbytes, Polygon, Esports, and Mary Sue. Oh, Jesus Christ, Mary Sue.
Yeah, of course, Mary Sue. They'll hire anybody.
Yeah, she is a veteran in the gaming journalist industry. Yeah, we kind of like yeah, we know how that goes. Gamergate.
Yeah, well,
One of the first
Philip is always like that. We'll be real. We'll be real.
Yeah.
Philip doesn't know exactly what they want to be. I wish Philip would figure themselves out before Philip gets yeeted into the stratosphere for I don't know, lying through their fucking teeth and somebody coming around to sue their fucking ass. I wish him the best of luck.
Yeah, funny thing is, Sparky, it does gaming journalism and almost all those sites. Yeah, looks like Medical missed one. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's fine. Medical can't get them all.
Well, Medical really missed one. Yeah. Anyways, one of our first published features was running Waypoint in 2016, discussing VA11 Hall A and sex work, and it has since continued reporting on gaming culture issues, including queer and trans representation in video games, most worthless thing ever. A core focus of her career has been adult content. Wow. Her Tumblr porn discussion. I knew they were a fucking Tumblrite.
Yeah, that was kind of easy to figure. Okay, so
As the kids are saying nowadays, fork found in kitchen.
pretty much. Pretty much.
Her book, Tumblr porn, discusses the rise and fall of Tumblr's social media. Words, English.
You're not gonna get English from anybody like that.
Anyways, of the titular social media website. So, this is one of these people. I really want a medical essay on this, on that.
Mm.
That would be the new Tumblrism video right there.
You're expecting an essay, okay? I will. I'm not gonna make any promises.
Oh, AIM. Well, we know we can do AIM.
I know.
But Valens is literally a coffee shop graphic novel game. It's not even a game. Yeah.
No shit. Calling me surprised.
Anna,
okay. Other thing I want to lay out here, if I did my math correctly, and I generally do, this lovely individual was born in 1995.
Yeah.
Oh jeez, they're like the same age as me. Fuck.
Because they were 24 when they posted for January 4th of 2019. Ergo,
huh.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Things to sniff at.
Yo, bullshit. Anna will be best described as a competitive gamer. In what?
But Philip, what was a competitive gamer of
She is a diehard Valorant player.
Left hand.
She is a diehard Valorant player with over 1,200 hours and once dreamed of competing.
I question that because they assumed a lot of different names, like Anastasia. So I need to know a little bit more because are they going under Anastasia Catherine Wright for Valens during that time frame? Because if so, then that might be correct. Hey Phil, this is the reason why you have to be careful with all the bullshit that you present.
I have 1,200 hours on Skyrim.
Dude, I could rack up a lot of time if I spend quality time on one thing. I mean, it's not hard.
It's fucking hard. Right, this competitive game I could understand, but actual games.
Competitive? I get it. Competitive. Ha! No.
Anyways, once dreamed of competing in Riot's VCT gaming challenges, her mains are Jetarine, ISO, and Raylan. Teammates describe her as the nicest duelist in NA. Her other favorite multiplayer games include Dreadlock, Helldivers 2, Team Fortress 2, Counter-Strike 2, Overwatch 2, and for a time of Dota 2.
I don't know. It sounds very male.
I think we need to have a bully hunter come in and assess this situation.
What? Bully Hunter 86?
Yeah, we need bully hunter 86.
Jesus Christ.
Evidently,
I know, right?
Hey, we go hard on the metacharisms.
Mm.
Anyways, evidently Anna is a fan of sequels, however, so she is a VR hobbyist and commonly spends her free time in VR. Oh, Jesus Christ. Probably grooming.
Grooming kids in VR chat.
Yeah, probably grooming kids in VR chat.
Well,
somewhere along the way, Anna became an online anime girl, a VTuber, creating content as Giantess Succubus with engages sign for reporting repoint. You can contact Anna via Blue Sky or see her live on Twitch.
I mean,
they also have a map. Sorry.
I don't understand how she has a larger following than any of us. Makes no sense.
Oh, it does. It does. Makes a lot of sense because trans individuals like to flock together, especially when they're in the social left, as well as they do a lot of things called botting. If there's botting involved, and that's what they're going to be big on.
I guarantee Derek will look at this as a 10 out of 10 smash.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Sorry, short for our otaku. I had to say it.
No. There's no sorry. He is after all from the OT area, and they are very interesting there.
Victus, Anna is literally a pick-me player. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, and I'll say this: looking at her gaming hours for competitive, that ain't shit.
No,
I'm looking right now. I'm looking at the time I've put into League of Legends, and that's child's play. It's I have more than double. But then again, that's concentrated into one game that I've wasted a third of my life on.
Well, that again,
League of Legends, it's crack.
Well, again, that is somebody who's devoted and trying to harness their craft versus somebody who dabbles in it.
Yeah.
And just wants the creds, the social creds.
Well, let's look.
It's another reason why these people like China. China.
Get the fucking Trump clip.
He may not be the greatest of all things, but I love his phrasing for China.
Yeah,
China.
Victus, I got 1,800 hours in Tarkov and 4,200 hours in Warframe.
Wait, you actually got past the beginning portion of Tarkov without getting, your ass handed to you multiple times? Wow, congratulations.
Yeah, it took them probably 1,800 hours to do it.
Probably.
Just joking,
Probably.
Victus, don't get pissed.
No, I'm not joking. I am being dead serious. Only 4,200 hours in Warframe? All I can say is get good, scrub. I don't play Warframe, but I know people who do. Get good, scrub.
You might have missed the Sexy Furry Soda Steam loves it. Oh, fuck.
I did not miss any of that. I'm good.
Oops, Twitch banned me because VR... Oh, Jesus Christ, that was 410.
Yeah, it's Twitch. Twitch is a beautiful group.
They post a lot. They write articles every fucking day.
Of course they do. How they get their monies. They need to do that in order to get their monies.
So when do you have time for actual fucking games then?
Well, here's the deal, Sparkles. It's pretty easy. All you have to do is take about an hour of bullshit writing, hand it all in, and then, or you could space it out depending on how you want to do it. And the person just posts it. That's it. All it takes is an hour, and the rest of the time they have free time to have dick in
What?
hand and a few other different things.
Alright, so where are the other articles at?
I have no idea.
So, Anna wrote one article back in 2016.
Uh-huh.
And then jump skip 3/31/2025. Their whole fucking posting career has literally been last month.
Yeah. That's because they probably got a good contract coming into them so that they can gain a little bit of extra, green across those palms. Well, also keep in mind, if that was 2016, that may or may not be just during the crossover between
that's all I was listed for Anna
Philip
Valens.
and Anastasia to then become Anna.
So. Vice want to keep that
wait,
up. That's dead naming.
Oh, I don't care. That is the government name. Enjoy it.
Oh, look. Let's look at this.
Your daddy gave you that name.
Implying the father was even involved in their life.
No, I'm also kind of doing a little bit of an Ethan Ralph.
Oh, fair enough.
Your daddy gave you that name. The whole, Jim versus Ethan.
Oh, God.
Hold up, that article says Anna got hired like last month this year.
So there you go. There you go. Last month. Yeah. So there you go. They had to do whatever they needed to do, and then they were ghostwriters for a little bit, maybe, who knows, and then they were able to crack down after they fully said, "I'm a girl." And they're like, "Yeah, okay."
All right, time out. ASMR content.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? No, time out. No. Hang on. No. Can you imagine listening to this ASMR style?
Where you get to breathe the shit out of that cis girl pussy. You can absolutely devastate that shit, fucking destroy it, murder it. It's done. Like, they have to cycle the girls out because that pussy is absolutely out of commission.
Yeah, let's have that ASMR.
I mean, some people would find it, interesting.
I'm gonna say this, and this is probably gonna sound awful. I would sooner staple myself. I would sooner staple myself shut than let that cretin anywhere near me.
It's beautiful, and it was great. It could have been a bit more hard edge, but it was great. I'll give it a B-. You could work harder on it.
In 2016, they wrote this on how this game showcases sex work in a new light.
Yeah, well, again, this is people who have figured out the grift. I'm not gonna belittle the people who like the grift.
Yeah, it's like 2016, 2025, and from 2025, you got the end of last month, month 31st, and then from there, they wrote 1, 2, 3, 4. They wrote 4 articles that day, and then 1, 2, 3 articles that day, then 1, 2, 3 that day, 4 that day, 1, 2.
This person is like their entire personality is sex.
1, 2.
Yeah, of course. But I have to ask the greater question. So if they started writing in let's say 2016, when did they get a chance to really focus on being an Olympian?
Again, like I said, I think we kind of determined that was a bullshit deal.
I know, but I just want to just add on to this narrative that they're trying to spin. Wait a minute, they're doing Helldivers. Attention, Helldivers! People are making lewd mods for Helldivers.
Okay,
And
those exist with like
it,
every game.
yeah, there's an actual rule set for that exists. If it's
Oh, wait a sec.
if it exists, it could be made into a sexual thing.
You're joking.
How is this person successful with any sexy audio when this is the way they talk? Nobody wants to hear destroying that macaroni in a pot good pussy. Like nobody talks like that. Nobody's like, yeah.
I had no idea. I had no idea Coach Roy said that.
Well, there you go. You're reliving something that you didn't get a chance to look at. Congratulations. Mark.
I want to hear you pissing like you're sizzling steak on $1,000 grill, baby. Like, what is this? They don't write their lines.
More to say.
I'm sorry, but
Oh, thank you very much.
So he's gonna laugh and just you do your thing.
yeah, I'm gonna say is I've seen, and unfortunately I've read better stuff on Tumblr of all places than whatever that freak has said.
Well, look, I can get an AI to say some really good things, and that's from the Chinese version. So go figure. Go figure.
Wait, hang on a minute. Hold up. Okay, wait, is that the lolly? Is that lolly there?
This adorable
And-
succubus dating sim summoned my interest. Yeah, that one I would assume that is your questionable lolly thing.
I have a deep,
Yeah,
rich
'cause-
love for Sakurai, maybe because I relate to them quite a bit.
You're
I
a
wonder
dude.
why they're like, they suck the souls out of unsuspecting men.
Look. You'd want to be if you were into that thing, then you would be into the
Yeah.
incubus, not the succubus. Sorry. but if you have a thing for succubi, then yeah, you're a dude. So no cap on that one. Jeez. Yes, as the young kids would love to say. Yeah, Victus. The article said they got hired last month this year.
Yep. But they've been around.
They've been around, round. They've been around all the town, round.
Oh wait, hold on. Did they just drop a new article? Say,
Yeah, 11
"Please
hours
don't miss
ago.
out on this crazy cool." Oh, okay, yeah.
Of course, they need to keep dropping it like it's hot.
How much do you want to bet that they have like an AI that writes some of these for them?
I'm not surprised. I would have to look at it and see if there's any telltale signs.
Um,
Let's see here. Scroll down, please. Thank you. Go back. Scroll down a little bit more. Next paragraph. Okay, thank you. Huh. I'm gonna say possible they get an AI to re-edit whatever they've written down.
so
Fine.
here's the thing, and here's some of the telltale signs. So even whenever you're writing articles and you have somebody proofread, one of the most telltale signs, especially what we see with AI and Mr. Medica, is it always emphasizes on the punctuations.
Yes.
Always fucking emphasizes on it. So with
Also, there's-
asterisks, commas.
There's also key phrases that it will have a subtle repeat. But yeah, there is probably they probably did use an AI to help
They
with
probably-
the editing portion.
I'll be nice to them. They probably wrote it out, and they probably had AI help redefine
edit.
it. Which is,
Yeah.
I've done that multiple times too for my own posts and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
it is what it is. I mean,
Mhm.
it's a tool. I'm not gonna knock them from using it unless they
No,
figure
I
out
mean
and
that
start. Unless they gotta start
that-
getting on the fucking high horse going at people, then I'd be like,
Yeah,
there
but
is bracketed quotations and parentheses, way too many punctuations. Yeah, and that's the
Yeah.
telltale sign.
that's one of the signs. You also have to look for repeats of certain words that will appear. But yeah, if you let an AI write it for you, then it generally kind of brings picture this, or there's a couple other phrases that it uses, like a standard. But if you already have a body of work that's already been done, and you just wanted to have it more focused and narrowed down, then the AI is going to be really good at doing that. Because I have built many different versions of AI, and it does have some hallmarks, especially with the your punctuations. AI, so VR is commonly simulates this experience well by climbing blah 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 blah, and then VR gaming. Yeah, so even though it's talking about a certain type of VR game, it does have certain fine-tuned phrases.
Well, and it's also worth noting too. Almost guarantee this story is AI generated too.
I'm not surprised. I wish I could be. I'm not surprised.
And it's probably dangerous to go looking through their Twitter life.
Oh yeah.
Just gonna say that.
That would be a risk for you thought I was gonna eat up your channel. There you go, launching through somebody's Twitter feed to find out that there's a booby.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, I really got nothing more on this one.
You have nothing more?
Did you want to bring up the Fall Guys vibrator?
Oh God.
Not really.
There's a vibrator involved?
Why? Just why?
My curiosity has been brought up. A vibrator has been introduced. See, I'm a deviant.
You're saying that because Kush went over it.
What, over the vibrator? I mean, it's Kush. Of course she wants to go over a vibrator. You know, that's what makes her nice and happy.
Oh Lord. I hate the fact that I have knowledge that I did not consent to.
Alright, so this
No,
is...
I mean, when you come to this side of the interwebs, you get inundated with a lot of things.
Fall Guys... Alright, so Fall Guys is a sex game now. You can hurt the party's game up to vibrator for maximum... Oh
God. Fall Guys is a quasi battle royale game, and now it's a sex game too. Using some open source sex toy technology, you can have the vibrations of the multiplayer game sent to your sexual assistant of your choice. Wow. Talk about being deep thrusted. Oof.
I hate you, Victor.
I love this. This is a chat I can deal with. No. I love this chat. This is a chat I can deal with. Now all we need to do is bring in Dragon. This would be great. This would be great. Daily.nsfw reported, who cares, demonstrated the experience recently on stream.
Um,
Are we sure about this?
Do I?
all right.
Look.
Where's the battery acid? Where's the bleach?
Oh no, we're not looking at this. That's on mini-vids.
Essentially, you're looking.
That is on mini-vids.
You're hooking up a vibrator to whatever machine you're playing Fall Guy on, and whenever the controller would normally rumble, your toy does so instead. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. That is a fascinating form of interactive gameplay. Yeah. So honestly, will you be upset if you get defeated? I mean, realistically, would you want? I mean, could you just imagine being hooked up to Minecraft and every time you go into the lava, it starts vibrating?
Here's the only thing
or worse, taking damage in Terraria.
Oh yeah, see.
I hate this.
Oh! It gets better. Rust version of this. Every time you get shot or whatever, there's levels to this now. There's levels.
So do me a favor. Read.
I've already read most of this. How far do you want me to go? I read that.
Just read that again.
Daily.nsfw reporter, I don't fucking care, Philly, demonstrated the experience recently on stream. Essentially...
God, shit! Oh, fuck.
Anyways, Spider Island.
Yeah.
I got that from Spider Island. I actually took the time to remove Spider Island out of it.
For anyone using that laugh, that was made by us. Just clarification.
Nice.
Hi, yes, I'm the one that helped make that thing a thing. So yeah, I took a chunk from Spider Island, his laugh, and he's like, Spider Island, are you fucking with me? And then he saw the clip, and then as he's laughing and he's trying to talk about the old lady that's stuck on the fucking island on Spider Island. Yeah, I had to like clip out certain areas to get that proper laugh all the way through. It was awesome. Pain in the ass, but it was awesome. Once it was finalized, people now are using it for other things. Enjoy it. I made it just for that. I love the experiences. But yeah, no, brilliant how they were able to stream this. My question is where they were able to stream this.
Mini-vids.
Oh, okay. So they had to go to a different location in order to stream this shit.
Thankfully, it's not, plagued upon Twitch. Although Twitch isn't much better, I'll be honest with you. Considering everything. But
anyways, since we brought it up, we gotta listen to it now. The whole thing.
The whole thing? Alright.
Mobility scooter death? Spider Island? I don't know if you're lying to me or not. I don't know. Are you lying to me? Is this gonna bring me to Dolphin? I have to. You know what? God, shit. Spider Island. Oh, fuck. Oh, I'm imagining this fucking super obese woman screaming for fucking life as she flails on the ground as spiders attack her. Let's bring Mobility Mary to Spider Island. Oh God, I don't know if it's the same woman. She was seriously injured. Fatal crash. She was seriously injured. Okay. Oh, holy shit. Oh, what a fucking beautiful ending to this. Oh God, let me get a cigarette for this one.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Oh,
You're welcome.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
fun to.
God shit. Oh fuck.
But yeah, Rogue
So-
edited that completely down.
How did you notice any insyncrasies whatsoever? Did you notice that there was things that were chopped up?
No.
It feels
Well,
like it's a whole new piece.
There's some people who's taken it and actually ripped the audio from it. Cool, kudos to them. There's other people that's blown it up to where it just
Yep.
shows the shot. But the problem is you can see the shot move.
I know.
It's like
I love
I
it.
know where you got that from.
I know. Like you could find it on a soundbite somewhere. The pushy button thing. I said I don't fucking care. Yes, I clipped it, threw it out there. With your help, there you go.
We use all the medical stuff, and when we make it, we share out for people to use because Jim is.
I have no qualms. You want to do it, do it. Jeez, but don't be surprised if I'm gonna go. Hey, I made that. I took manicure and I diced them up. I made that.
I still gotta walk on. I wanna put the Jim AI through. I wanna have the Jim AI do this.
Oh God.
From the moment I understood the weakness of my flesh, it disgusted me.
Ooh.
I craved the strength and certainty of steel. I aspired to the purity of the blessed machine.
Yes.
Your kind cling to your flesh, as if it will not decay and fail you. One day the crude biomass that you call the temple will wither, and you will beg my kind to save you. But I am already saved.
Put a hat on it.
Pretty much.
Put a hat on it. There you go.
Have like cigarette vapors coming out of the nose. The machine god, yes. The mechanicus god, I love it.
Do not ye the Kosh. Okay, I don't. Alright. Do not ye the Kosh. Okay. Alright. We got anything else we talk? I mean, we've dunked on Ben, we've dunked on Noah. We really eviscerated fucking Honor. It looks like everyone has. It's like not a big deal.
Yeah.
It's like
Judge not yet ye not be judged.
Yeah.
It's a biblical. I think it's Matthew 7. But it's Bengali.
alright.
Sorry.
So with that,
I have to prove how nerdy and stupid I am.
America Saboteur floating around with 2 hats.
See?
He has the hat for his hat.
I mean, it makes sense, but the servitors are like multiples. You can have like multiple little hats on, different types of hats. Oh, I love it.
The thing is I don't think I'll be able to do that with AI. You probably could get the tone down with Alvin Labs with the wording of it, but you won't get the menacing part of it. I probably have to get somebody that has the AI voiceover translator with Medica's voice. We all know someone who has that to actually voice those lines over.
Gator.
Yeah, Gator. and now I have to actually put that through synthesizers and shit like that. But we can try Velvet Labs first.
I mean,
I thought about just ripping this and then throwing Medica's voice on it, but I think the distortions are just gonna destroy it.
honestly, you can get like somebody actually to say the actual lines.
Yeah, I could probably do that.
You don't have to have it uber menacing because basically it's not meant to be uber menacing. Vocally speaking, it's supposed to give you that. Go ahead.
Have it to where it says the lines,
yeah,
but he's kind of cracking up, and then have it stop, and then so laugh.
Yeah,
and then you get to say other things after that.
Yeah. Yes. Maybe like something about Spider Island. Shit like that.
Just wanting it to modulate like they did to make it. Well, no, what I'm saying.
No, he's right.
No, that's what I mean. Synthesizer and stuff like that. That's not the hard part. What I'm talking about is my RVC program. How I make the covers and shit.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't be able to do it that way because of the synthesizers that they're using.
The modulators that's in it will fuck with the AI, so I cannot pull it and then put Medica's voice over. I'll have to have someone actually voice over it and then put Medica's voice on it with AI. We won't be able to get it to sound right if we just have Elvin Labs say it. It won't get the tone down. That's what I mean by that, Victus. Best way I can showcase it is
Are you going to?
It's like, that's how RVC is the program I use. It's how I made this.
That reminds me, I need to finish recording my shit and send it over to you.
Down, I'm just giving up. I'm heading for the city line. The radio blasting on the way to the club. I'm gonna rock this town tonight. Living in a man's world and terror.
Yeah, I'll show that in chat.
But we ain't gonna find a place. They're trying to scare us now. 'Cause we the girls on the walking wall.
But anyways, no, that's how I do that. I just go through RVC, rip out the audio, the vocals, and then clean the vocals up and then put over it. The problem is modulators, AI can't differentiate the voice from background noise, and it destroys the voice.
Yeah. It's crazy though how really well how Kirsch's voice matches that kind of song so well. Fucking crazy.
Yeah, Kirsch and Peppers.
We are the girls of the fucking world.
However, the harmony's kind of messed up.
It will, because it's the do-overlay.
Yeah, it's the do-over.
We are the girls, we are the girls, we are the girls who rock and roll. We are the girls, we are the girls, we are the girls who rock and roll.
Curtains up and I'm ready to go. My guitar is in my hand. There's nothing more that I'd rather.
But yeah, the AI does pretty good, especially if you have a good trained voice. If you don't have a good trained voice, it kind of does shit. Anyways,
I'm sure some nerd has the raw voice. I mean, you're not wrong.
But we want to do this in a fashion to where it'll match up to Jim real well. That's the point of it. So with Jim, I can imagine Jim going through and saying that in kind of like a sadistic, laughing manner.
Yeah, I mean, he wouldn't have it in the same kind of dark tones that will give off that menacing thing that they thrown in.
That'd be
but
sarcastic.
again, a lot of it is visual. For Medicare, he'd kind of use the satire portion of it, like you fucked up, champ, that kind of shit. You know.
Yeah. So it'll be a custom double. It won't be like for like. It'll be. It's like we want to change the lines up just a little bit. Have the same premise, and with it add like like the cackling, the laughing,
Yeah.
the coughing. Because I mean, at this point, it's like, all right, we made AIM, AI Miss Medica. Medica
Yes.
transcended from the flesh to machine. That's the purpose. That's the purpose of it.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. But yeah. Well, this was fun. All I can say, I have no idea who the fuck most of these people are. I do know a Philly from Gamergate. Hi, Phil. Long time no hear. Let's just put it this way. Nothing has changed. I wish you the best of luck going forward. But yeah, it seems VTubers are having issues with trans individuals and other VTubers who claim that they're trans individuals. Sure, gotta love it. I would
my
say,
fucking god! Hang on. Vitus, thank you for sharing that. Hang on. So Anna put this up. Any VTuber fan will tell you, Kush is right, Rain. I tagged Jim in this. Jim's seen this. Finally.
of course.
Finally. But things took a turn recently. I actually posted body cam stills of 2 black Americans killed by police. Then yesterday she retweeted Nazi imagery from fascist fans. Will this be in line? Stand for Game of Subs. Jim, I once watched one of her streams and commented, "Hey, that's really a fun game." And she started screaming at me. I can't wait for Project 2025 to go into effect. So I personally put you into an oven.
See? I told you. It's a little bit of war times. A little bit of war times. Because right now, if you happen to be a Brit in a trans individual, you should be fearing for your life. Because even though you want to be a woman, you're not a real woman.
Who did he?
I love the beast that actually happened for the recent laws that have been changed around because, hey, they're trying to preserve the actual female spaces from guys that haven't really fully committed. So, if you commit, go for it. I don't care. I'll call you whatever you want to be called. But if you haven't fully committed and got rid of your menderberries, then you know, I'm just gonna say you're just a dude who wishes they were a chick. Sorry, that's his fantasy. A lot of bullshit.
That's funny. He posted that up like what?
Of course.
10 minutes ago? Not even 10 minutes
Yeah.
ago? Like 6 minutes
I mean,
ago?
something like that.
Oh no, do we have Jim in the chat listening?
No, probably.
Probably not. No, he would comment if he was.
Yeah, I don't know. Jim's kind of a cryptid, just a little bit.
Yeah, he's one of those weird kind of entities, just like that magical doorknob. They'll change your sex after touching it. You know, he's like an SCP.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus Christ!
4 out of 5 stars version of SCP. Jesus
4 to 5
Christ!
stars. Hang on, I gotta send this to Akko.
But yeah,
Akko
no,
is a fucking mind.
Oh fuck. Yeah, no. No, I've been watching a lot of weird shit happening. It's been fun to watch, and unfortunately, for a lot of the trans individuals, I wish them the best of luck, especially those who haven't committed. Your claim that you are a real woman is slowly being taken away. And it's all because of your guys' fault. It's all because of you. You pushed too hard. And now things swung. I have talked to a few people who asked the same question. Why is this happening to me? And I told them, just like I'm going to tell you, you pushed too far.
Wow.
Well, it's simple. It's true.
Oh no, it's true. I mean, it's like that whole article is fucking bullshit.
Yeah, well,
I know.
no. I mean, you did
really,
cover it, and I stomped all over it and said, "Hey, Philly, you didn't do good."
yeah. And the thing is the funny thing is Jim's audience goes along with it. It is like, what Helmet Boy? What a evil cunt! Like, I remember that. Can't believe the article didn't mention that it was real mask off moments. Angry Ducky.
Yeah.
When it comes to stories like this about people I don't know, I never know what to think half the time. It's just lies and the other half is trolling. I can't take anyone who ironically Oh, this guy's pissed off at Jim. Okay. not a fan. Alright, she makes me wear a special badge in public at home and keeps mentioning something about trains. But will you play Crime Boss with her? They're going
I'm
to
not
kill you.
surprised. Look, I'm not surprised that somebody who claims themselves to be a special gal decided to take somebody's art and uncredit them and saying it was theirs. I'm not surprised. These are the same people who say that they're a special gal, and yet not really go forward and remove certain things that would make them a special gal. Just saying. Just saying. Look, I may not like Keffels, but at least Keffels decided to go full throttle.
Yeah, like she actually committed to the.
Yeah, Kevin's committed. Noah can't commit. Anna can't commit. They can only bitch
Blair
one.
Blair White is another one who fully committed. I'm sorry, but I know Blair was a dude, and I'm not going, you know what? You committed. I'm going to go with whatever you wish to be claimed as. You wish to be called a woman. You decide that to go full throttle. Go for it. Whatever. You be you. You're a special gal now. But if you haven't fully committed and your dingleberries are still fully intact, yeah, no, sorry.
Oh, shut up, Britus. Really, ironically, Jum and Kush are going to play Crime Boss on stream to be announced.
Oh
really?
my gosh.
You're not just making change here, right?
I'm gonna need clips of
If
that.
it happens. If it happens, it happens.
Well, Victus is a clipper for Kush, so and I believe.
Like I said before, if it happens, it happens. I mean, Jim does like to get around, and he likes to play these special games. He does have fun, even though he's supposed to be a dying man. He still has to have his fun.
Yeah.
And I don't blame him. So
yeah.
If it happens, I'll be there. Even though I don't really follow the other VTubers religiously or ironically.
Okay, no, I gotta call Victus out. I know I made it happen. How'd you make it?
You made it happen. No, hold up. I'm going to give them a little bit of room for to give flap their wings and that. I still have the right to press X to doubt.
I'd have to dig for my treats, but Jim did say yet. Oh, okay.
Like, if it happens, it happens. Jimmy has been around. He
so
showed up.
It was a public treat, is what it was. Okay, I got you.
Again, like I said, Jimmy has showed up in places where I've been trying to showcase you all the different places he's been going to as a guest. So, hell, he's been on No Namers, YouTube channels and hung out there for a brief moment. So it is what it is. Jimmy just likes being Jimmy, man of the internet.
Yeah, like I said, I really so much want Jim to fucking dig through Anna, Nara, and Ben. Really, Nara. I really want Jim to dig through fucking Nara, but yeah, it's probably never gonna
the only way Jim would actually do that if the work has already been done for him.
Well, the work's somewhat done, not fully. Victus is a busy man. I can tell.
Well, as long as he has lube in his left hand, he'll be fine. He can do a lot of typing while he does other things.
Oh,
Well, I mean, Victus is part of that cursed subclub. Welcome to the subclub.
oh
Are we sure it's called a subclub and not a Gooners club? I mean, I feel like it's something.
I'm, you know who I'm parodying. So
I know.
one for me, one for the hooker.
one for me.
Yes, one for me, one for the one for me, one for the hooker. That's why I said lube in the left hand. Jesus. You always want. I mean, there are some people that have asked, why do guys use their left hand? It's so that we can simulate that somebody else doing the work. It's a thing. If you're a left-hander, then you use your right hand. But if you're a right-hander, which is general the population, a good portion of you start using your left hand. Some people use both, but realistically speaking, it is what it is. But my God, like I said, if this happens, then it just gives Jimmy something else to push his audience towards. So,
And then you just have people like me who are ambidextrous.
Yeah. So, I mean, that and obviously you probably have a Bob somewhere around. Who knows? Who knows?
Hey.
Bob.
Shadow Gal is not Pin. Shadow Gal has a husband.
You can still have an assistant.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Sometimes you have the hobby boyfriend or whatever is off, like gone for a long walk or for whatever reason, and you just have that itching. And you kind of go, rifle through the top drawer. Make sure that all of the batteries are locked and secured, or it's fully charged.
Oh God! Gotta make you fall asleep first for that ghost swing. God damn it!
I got the Bad Dragon collection.
Yeah. See? You got it. See, you're rolling with it. I love it. Just go with it.
TMI. I don't need to know that.
Hey. I normally do this to
Dragon.
get one over on Sparky most of the time. Doing it a dragon, he kind of walks in with all eyes open, hands and everything else is just ready to go. He's a special deviant, but when it comes down to Sparky, he's supposed to be the good boy of the group.
Yeah, and then when it comes to Pin just runs into it.
Oh, she'll go through an open. She'll go through like a large window pane, thinking that the doors are open. Jesus fucking Christ! And they go, "Did I do that? Yes, you did." She still hasn't, overcame the confetti cannon thing.
We were both going there. Guys, why do you keep bringing up the confetti cannon? Because you made a sexualized joke when you said it wasn't being sexualized.
I want to see a confetti cannon before I die. Right, Pen. Jesus fucking Christ. Walk into that. Anywho.
Anyways.
This has been a fun time. I think you could wrap this bad boy up before I continue down the rabbit hole of questionables.
Yep. Alright, so with that, thank you everyone who joined in. We've been going for, almost 4 hours. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the segment. Who knows, maybe in next week or 2 weeks you might find a Vice article written of me by Anna. Oh, the joy. Anywho, remember folks, these people don't deserve your attention. They deserve to be mocked, ridiculed, and laughed at, and just continuously do it until they leave. So, with that, I am Sparky. If you enjoyed, please hit the like button. Hit subscribe if you want to see more. I'm going to give Rogue and Shadow Gal a chance to shield their stuff out, and then we'll get going. And, just go ahead and
Ladies go first
in the chat. So,
Anywho, you can find me on Twitch, YouTube, Kick, and X or Twitter under Shadowgale VT. It's kind of hard to miss a freaking giant Decepticon VTuber. Kind of hard to miss that. In the sea of anime waifus and X or yeah. That's where I am.
As for me, I am the Canadian Rogue, TC Rogue, or the Roguestar 13. You can find me over there on X or on the Twitters or anywhere else where it's social media. I also have a Kick. For some reason, I don't use it, but every now and then I might actually show up. But overall, I'm here hanging out with Sparky, harassing him or harassing other people. But for me, at the end of the day, it's all about the fun in the game and being a complete deviant. So until then, have a good night, have a good day. What else are you having? Get the fuck out of here. Go touch grass.
I'm trying to figure out who I want to send you guys to, but
just send them to the Dark Starfish.
Well, there's no one here. I usually.
Yeah, right. Jesus Christ.
I'll send you to Lipu.
Actually, Jesus.
I'll send you Lipu. I've never rated them before, but they're the only ones I'm actually. What? What do you mean I can't? What do you mean I can't? Are they not streaming no more? Oh, Jesus Christ. They're not streaming no more. What the fuck, YouTube?
Hey, you can always send them to Pulp Francis.
Alright, well, there's nobody I'm streaming, so okay.
You might enjoy the extra streamers.
Well, now. So with that, see you later, everyone.